we nibble that third fat?
Pizza.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to D&D on our Friday evenings here in the God Mode channel. Looks like Slim has to go get his pizza soon. I am JSO / the Wizard / the DMG and whatever you want to call me. And who else is joining me on this fine Friday evening?
Hey everybody, it's Luke, and I am playing
Domo, Hobgoblin Warlord, simple as.
Hey everyone, my name is Kevin, and I play Musa, a normal human girl.
Hey, that's me. That's me. My name's Brian or Slim, and I'll be playing your DJ with the plan, the one and only Mr. Flash, a kobold College of Lord Bard.
Yo, I'm Kyle, and I'm playing Harper Lodger Rouge Rockstar, rocking the stars, looking for that new sound that will rock the stars.
Amanda, I'm playing Six, the wild magic barbarian.
Hey everybody, I'm Nick. I'm playing Vice, like an actor, martial artist, a monk. Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Maz, and I'm playing Tali, a Kalashtar druid.
Thank you everybody so much. I'm happy to have the full team here. We are fashionably late just because I had to get everyone's pictures from the Discord re-centered and reset up, but now we shouldn't have that issue going forward, so thank you for all being patient for that. I see all these beautiful stickers being slapped around. Thank you all so much. A couple quick notes before we dive into D&D. As always, right up from the outset, a big thank you to our campaign's character art for both the player characters as well as a good portion of the NPCs. Thank you, Peachy Yuri and Iruichi. You can go follow them over on Twitter. Give them some love. They do amazing work. All of their art is really incredible. They've been posting some of those kind of portfolio day mixture collages of some of their work, and it's really awesome to look at. So make sure to go check them out and give them some love. Keep in mind, all of you who are here with me right now, and even those of you who may be just kind of lurking in the background on the Twitch chat, as long as you are here, even if you're lurking, you're putting up your Twitch channel points that you can use specifically for our game here on D&D nights. I have the standard sort of Twitch channel points where you can highlight messages and stuff like that, but most of those Twitch channel points are specifically for D&D games, like +1 to somebody's roll, or you can give someone an extra card for inspiration. And then our campaign exclusive rewards include things like making the weird surges trigger more often, as well as helping players keep their weird pressure hopefully down from the maximum 10 where things get real crazy. Anna just bought you, Amanda, an inspiration, and Nick. I'll have to give you guys both one of those. So thank you, Anna, so much. I will do that in just a second. We use the D&D Beyond plugin here, so it kind of works, as I've always been mentioning. If you'll just mouse over, you'll see it on the right-hand side, and you can get a little bit of an insight into some of the characters here on the campaign. As I always have been trying to mention, it's not purposeful that there's only like 2 or 3 characters on there. Just for whatever reason, I can't add the others, and when I contacted the D&D Beyond team, they mentioned that they are working on some type of solution, which I think means a upgraded integration with Twitch in terms of that extension that may work better for everyone. So sorry if you don't find everyone on there. We also use stream stickers. So as you just saw earlier, you can mouse over the stream. On the right hand side, you're going to see over on this side, my camera is reversed, you're going to see that purple heart icon. Just click that, or if you're on mobile, it'll be the purple heart on the right side of the chat. You can slap all kinds of fun stickers. I have the updated Hendai cutie and a couple emotes and stuff like that as new stickers as well. If you're a subscriber, you get access to a whole bunch of cool stuff, but there are quite a good handful of freebies that I'm going to start doing every week, so you can just slap some down without having to necessarily donate bits all the time. So I really appreciate that, and if anyone wants to use their bits and donate bits, don't just donate them, make sure and slap some stickers down with them. So thank you all so much. My final quick little shout out is at some point on this stream, I'm going to be doing a dice bag giveaway. And this is created by Tisa, and she has a website or a shop over at Etsy.com where she makes all kinds of cute crochet critters that you should make sure and check out and give some love to. Follow it. If you see anything on there that you find really cute, make sure and like it. So she made us a dice bag for me to give out to one of the audience members. This is unfortunately going to be US only, so if you are outside of the US, shipping gets extremely outrageous. So this is only for people who are in the US, but at some point during the stream, I'm going to maybe just ask who would like a dice bag, and the quickest person on the up and up will earn it. So make sure and give a shout out along then. That is really the Mousy says, May, it's not time, Mousy. Just hang on. But the faster you are on the draw, the quicker you can win it. So at some point during tonight's stream, I'll be handing that out. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me and slapping the stickers down. The last session was a lot of fun, and I think this session will be too. So let me go ahead really quickly before we dive into our game. I'm going to hand out some inspiration real quick, and I think quite a few people got a couple of them. Let me take a look here. So let me open up the
Amanda and Slim.
Standard inspiration. Amanda, Nick, and Slim all got an extra inspiration. And then go ahead, Moose, and grab yours. So that stacks onto your standard one. So go ahead and grab one of those, everybody. There we go. And then this is the time, if any of you feel like someone else may have a better opportunity. Thank you, Mousy, for pointing that out. I don't know why it does that. If any of you feel like there is a card that maybe someone else has a better opportunity to use, make sure and let me know. Otherwise, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and roll into our game here. Oh, yeah, for those of you who weren't here last week, really quickly, 128th gave one to Domo, so let me go ahead and throw you that one here real quick. Hang on. Let's see here.
Inspirations are flowing like wine. Love it.
Let me actually hang on just a second.
Very handy last session. Oh my goodness, we all used like a bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna switch over to Chrome really quickly, or Firefox, because maybe that issue where everyone's cams are freezing is related to having Chrome open. I don't know. Let's
feel like it's.
Yeah, I used all my inspiration last time.
I feel like you're freezing when you're like you're running whatever your capture program is in the background, and you switch over to whatever's in the front to run Roll20. It happens like every time you change a scene or you move something.
Well, it's happening right now, and I haven't like changed any of the scenes, which is weird. I don't understand why it does that. I have you guys like full screen on my end, but
there we go.
I'm just gonna try and keep an eye on it. So let me just really quickly rejoin as a player here. Maybe doing this will have solved some of that. No, that was it right there, and that's when I pulled up the opera version. Interesting. Well, I'm just going to keep an eye on that and try and keep you guys up as much as possible. Yeah, it's when I have both of these up. That is so weird. All right, hang on just a second. Let's see. Domo, did you grab an extra inspiration already?
I did.
All right, cool. Let's see here. So let me do the pop-out chat. And then, as I was saying before these technical difficulties, those of you who missed last week, everyone hit level 7. Is there any interesting magic or skills that any of you wanted to share from hitting level 7?
I'm updating to level 7 right now.
Oh no!
I didn't get that message.
Okay, I see how it is. Another inspiration for Kevin from Mama Bear. Thank you, Mama Bear.
Ooh, thank you.
And Kyle gets one too. Okay, guys. Okay.
Monks get evasion and stillness of mind at 7.
God, that's disgusting. Oh, that's so good. Level 7 monk is strong.
Yeah, that's spectacular.
Thanks, everybody.
Oh, for level 7, I got advantage on initiative rolls, which I already have a +6 on initiative.
Yo, what the? What
Plus
the? I got
Love it.
+2 to Dex. You guys got game-breaking abilities. This is great.
Love it.
It's pretty
Another fighting style.
pretty strong stuff.
What's your second fighting style?
I don't know. I don't know that I picked anything.
Oh, you should do that.
I should do that. What a punk.
What if I move it over here? What if that does anything? So yes, if you guys feel the need to switch your cards now, you can. If not, that's really all of my housekeeping before we dive into the session. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna play the intro real quick. And then if everyone's ready, we'll dive into the session. So hang on just a second. I'm gonna play the intro and we will be right back. Let me just really quickly switch over on this end to your Roll20 screen. This is now going through, let's see here, this is now going through Firefox. Let's see, why do you not see the Firefox version? Come on, baby. Everyone's cameras are still frozen anyway, so I'm closing
Nice.
Firefox and go back to Chrome. Fantastic! A +1 has been redeemed by Mama Bear to Maz. Thank you, Mama Bear.
Nice.
Alright, hang on just a second. I will get this set up for everybody. I don't know why it's being such a little bitch.
So how about that weather, huh? You guys see the game last night?
Stay a while and listen.
Sports.
Sports.
I love the local sports team, and I hope they do well in their playoff final games.
I could do a impromptu hour-long sports stream.
I'm sure you could.
I do not need. Thank you, though.
Yeah, we're good.
We were gonna do one years ago. We're gonna do a YouTube channel, me and my buddy. 100%.
I am excited
let's
for
do it.
UFC next week, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Where's
UFC pay-per-view next week.
Be there, be square.
Alright. Hey! Who wants to roll some die to see who wants to give the recap from last week?
I think Slim volunteered as
He
tribute.
sure did.
Oh,
volunteer as
okay.
tribute.
Well, Slim, what happened last time on not Weird and Wild, on PERPLEXELLEL?
Dark Frontier, that's right.
Well, WTXT listeners, it's time for another flashback. This week's flashback is brought to you by the Varaxinators. Steve and Carl want to let you know that all your stuff is dead. That's all it says. I don't know how to help you. Last week, if I remember, we were hanging out, getting prepared for a really cool climate. It didn't work out that way. Us and the crew hopped on the little warp pad thing after deliberating on what we would be getting into, which she still didn't say a whole lot of anyways. Next thing I know, I'm neck deep in water, getting on a boat, and capsizing. and I wake up at Camp Candy Ass. This place is terrible, I'm telling you. Bugs, mosquitoes, and the camp counselor's crazy. Me and the boys specifically, Tali, Musa, and Domo had to play some camp games to get our badges so we could move on and get out of here, as well as share some personal info. I don't understand what's going on, but as hard as I tried, I couldn't get out of the games. The thing that worries me the most, though, is my good rock and roll buddy Six and Vice also, they're not here. I don't think they got enrolled into this camp. Other than that, I think that's about it, boys.
Yeah, thank you for that recap. That's pretty succinct. I appreciate that.
You left out the most important detail as we won the tug of war.
Yeah, we did. And we got this cool little skull merit badge.
Me and Tali we had them on the ropes for a second, but they beat us.
I really thought we would win.
Felt like some extra dimensional force helped us win that night.
Again, almost like by an integer of 1 point, we won somehow.
So, 6, Harper, Vice, all three of you feel yourselves coming back to consciousness. You feel a soft, warm wind blow against you, the sound of waves nearby. As each of you begin to move, you feel wet sand beneath your faces. As your eyes begin to slowly adjust, you begin to remember what happened. Each of you remember gearing up for what Lexe had described as a frigid affair, heading into a collateral reality version of a planet in the Twixt known as Frigilius II. You were told that due to its sister's planet blocking the sunlight, Frigilius II would be a barren iceberg in this area. But once you got there, you quickly found out that all of you in the party had entered into this collateral reality, finding yourselves on top of a pirate ship mid-crash. You recall the sight of the dark overcast, the feel of the water blasting you from above and multiple sides, the pirate crew, mostly made of humans, looking on in confusion towards you as they scrambled to keep the ship upright. But the waves were too large, the winds too strong. Cresting over a massive wave, the ship took a nosedive and the three of you slipped off into the dark waters below. Try as you might to swim to the surface, you found yourselves being pulled deeper before things went black. Some of you now sputter a cough of water out, beginning to pull yourselves from the surface of a dimly lit beach. The sky is clear now. Where once there was a dark overcast, it is now replaced with a colorful aurora that showers your surroundings with a soft light, not unlike moonlight. Behind you, out in the ocean waters, several yards away, is a bevy of sharp rocks that jut out, some yards away from the surface, or the shoreline rather, that seem to splay out in a line, curving around the island perimeter. Beyond that is an endless sea. Pieces of broken wood and algae litter your surroundings. As some of you look up, ahead of you, about 20 feet out, is the tree line to what looks like a dense jungle. Its foliage a strange mixture of deep greens and blues. The smell of seawater fills your nostrils. As your visions sharpen, you can make out each other, seeing each other pulling yourselves back from the surface of the beach. So 6, Vice, and Harper, you each see each other set apart by a few yards each. The other half of your team, or any of those other pirates you saw earlier before the crash, are nowhere in sight. What would you like to do?
Hello? Are we okay? Am I okay?
Six spits up an octopus.
Hello?
It begins to like slowly try to pull itself back to the waters.
I'm always hunky dory, but you can call me Lodger now. My name's Lodger now.
Did you hit your head too? I think I hit my head.
I don't think we're where we're supposed to be.
We seem to become separated from everyone else.
Do I see any sign of like civilization?
Without a check, no. You see the beach that seems to stretch out both ways and a jungly tree line up ahead.
I shall make a check. 21 perception.
With your 21 check, yeah, I see yours too, Lodger/Harper/Wyrd. It is
Blackstar.
yeah, the phone book of other names. You look around too, but it is 6 with the 21 that is able to make sure and peer around before noticing that up ahead where the tree line is, 6, you can see that there is a small opening created between the tree line and brush. You can see what looks like a narrow path that looks worn into the ground below that leads into the dense jungle. Other than that, you don't really see any other means of traversal to any other places that look like they're habitable around here.
And I don't see any sign of the pirate ship.
You look out and you are able to see flecks in pieces, some larger than others, of floating debris, wood planks, ripped, what look like clothing fabric perhaps. You can maybe spot like the silver iron ring of what used to be a barrel kind of floating in the waters against some of the rocks of the shoreline. But you do not see really any of the actual larger portion of the ship anywhere.
Perfectly good ship, too. We could have started a new life as pirates, but oh well.
Smelly life, not for me. Which way should we go?
Well, I think there's only one way to go.
Then there's only one way to go.
Duh.
To the forest. It's a forest, right, Jason?
It's like, yeah, like a jungle.
Okay.
Let's just go like one direction and stay in one direction, and we'll eventually either walk around the whole planet, get back here, or we'll find somebody, you know?
Sure, whatever you say.
You guys go into the pathway leading into the jungle?
Wait, does anybody know anything about being in the woods? Survival, I might say, out of character.
A thing or two.
Alright, let's go! Lodger just starts pushing 6 in front of him. We have to find people now. There's not enough of you to appreciate me enough. Let's go.
The 3 of you begin to push on, following this narrow pathway that is cut out through the brush of the tree line. As you each enter, you can see that the bluish canopy above leaves little light to pierce through. The air here feels warmer inside of the temperate area surrounding you. As you begin to travel through the jungle itself, you don't hear the sound of any animals, interestingly. No birds, not even insects that you hear around. It's quiet. other than the shifting of the brush around you as you push through. Don't pay attention to the sound effects of the music in the background. You don't hear those. Let's see. You can hear the shrinking sound of the waves behind you and the foliage as you push past it, continuing on your trek as you begin to head along this path. Yeah, as a matter of fact, there's way too many noises in this. What was I thinking? Let's do this right here.
You're all going insane as you start to hear birds.
I always hear birds.
Do we see like anywhere else that we should be going? Like, should we make a check?
The narrow path is a little winding. It seems to be dodging a lot of the dense, jungly portions, like a rotted log that has turned over, kind of moving out of the way of what looks like a prickly batch of some type of thorny foliage. But otherwise, it continues to lead you deeper into the forest. The forest, or jungle rather, here is pretty dense. It's hard to really see beyond 20 or so feet out due to just how thick it all is. But without a check, it doesn't seem as though there are any alternative paths.
Then let's go.
The three of you continue to press on, following the pathway here. After traveling what feels like 10 or 15 minutes, each of you can hear the sound of twigs snapping as the brush nearby quickly parts. Each of you see a human wearing a soaked, dirty uniform consisting of a dark canvas doublet with breeches, middle-aged with a receding hairline and deep tan. He has a sharp-looking cutlass drawn at each of you, and with a mouth missing a few teeth. He looks to you and says, "All right, who the hell are you bilge-sucking scallywags, and what magic did you cast to scuttle the ship?"
Well, to be honest with you, we just kind of appeared there because of... Do you know what space is? Space?
He looks confused and said, "What? You appeared there? You stowaways?"
No, that's not how that's written. Space. Do you know what space is?
"The sky above us?"
Yes, we come in ship from space.
"A flying ship."
A spaceship is what we call it.
"You've lost your damn minds," he says, still pointing his cutlass your way.
Look, I knew you wouldn't get it. I knew you wouldn't get it.
Oh, are you one of those pirate guys then?
"Yeah, marooned here without me crew. Ain't seen none of them," he says as he looks around. "You responsible for that too?"
We just appeared here the same as you, my lad. Come, now you're part of our crew because there are more of us than you. And that's how things work out here.
He studies each of you before saying, "Well, good. I didn't plan on..." Wait, what?
Never mind. I was checking my intimidation. I couldn't remember if I made Harper like a total bastard. I did not.
He still holds his cutlass out for a couple more minutes before slowly lowering it and says, "Well, that was the plan anyway. I'm not letting any of you out of my sight until I find me other mates. It ain't a coincidence that we spied you right before the ship did herself in."
Harper starts glowing when he says that he's not letting his eyes off of us. Okay, well, come along then. Let's go see if we can find more of your crew to watch over me. Ooh.
As he slowly lowers his cutlass and uses his belt to sort of like shift the cutlass in between to hold it, each of you feel the ground underneath your feet tremble. The foliage of the jungle around shifts and shakes. Leaves and small pieces of twigs and things fall from it.
Well, that's strange. What do you know about this pirate man?
The shaking ground?
No.
I've never been to this place before. Probably, I don't know, some type of tropical island. Maybe something related to some type of volcano or something. A rarity, but not out of the question.
Do we see any peaks that might be volcanoes?
You would need to make a check to try and peer through the canopy above.
Oh, let me see. 18. I have a -1.
You're able to see out of a couple of open shafts up at the top, but it doesn't appear that there is any area that you can see, at least in this part of the island, where there is any other part or portion of the island that rises high enough to remind you of something like a volcano or anything like that. You don't notice anything like that.
Are there earthquakes in the area? Because I don't see volcano peaks.
He watches the pirate turns and peers himself. Me neither, but I can't see much past these damn trees anyway.
Well, we only found this one path, so if you want to join us and be nice and, watch over me, you can come with us.
Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on you, at least for a little bit.
So, you don't know why your ship was sinking?
No idea. We're pirates. We know the waters like the back of our hand. It's the island and the sea waters started getting all choppy. This place shouldn't even be here on the map, he says, pulling out. He reaches into his pockets and begins to pull out a map, but you see it's just like completely soaked and soggy, and just pulls a portion as he opens with his hand. Oh, shit. Well, look, it wasn't here before.
Right. You have a leader? Someone runs your crew?
Take us to your leader.
Yeah, I do, actually. Hopefully he's still around somewheres here. Put a little order to this madness.
Right. All right, let's go.
All right, he says.
Are you watching me? Watch me.
Yeah, I'm watching you, weirdo. I'm watching all of you.
Don't watch them, watch me.
You guys continue traveling on the path that takes you further into the jungle. You continue along quietly. After about what feels like an hour, each of you finally hear the sound of what seems like rustling coming from ahead. The darkness of the jungle is cut through by a bright, piercing pair of beaming lights that cut across the foliage ahead as they begin to move around in tandem.
The lights move?
They seem to be moving like two rays of light.
Well, that's spooky. Everybody hide.
The pirate looks on and turns back and says, "Wait, no. Hey, that's my mate, Billowick. He uses a hooded lantern to signal us crew when we get ourselves lost amongst the brush. Hey, Bucko! Billowick!"
Shut
he
up.
begins yelling and turns his back. He begins to push forward, but turns his back that way so he can continue to face you all, pulling out his cutlass and pointing at each of you.
I Yeah, I grab Vice and Six, and I try and push us into the brush. We're out of here.
Okay. Are you guys trying to like hide with a stealth check?
Yeah. Ideally, before he started yelling, I would have like just dodged us back into the bushes.
Sure,
at the
sure.
very least.
Give me like a stealth check then.
Okay. Where are my buttons? Stealth.
Hey.
I'm not great at
Fantastic.
hiding. I'm not excellent at hiding, but.
Nice work, Amanda.
6.
I haven't actually triggered a weird surge in a while. So.
We had none last session, so.
What?
Unbelievable.
We didn't really do any rolls that would trigger. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we did. It was mostly strength saves.
Skills saving throws, yeah.
Of which I rolled like 4 1s on. It's good times.
Yeah.
So that's a 20.
That is indeed a 20. Let me see. As you hide, and you do it particularly well, 6, as you kind of duck into the nearby tree foliage, you also feel something shifting, squirming around in your mouth. As you spit out. It feels like an octopus at first, but instead it is just a bundle of worms that shoot out from your mouth as you spit them.
I don't remember eating those.
Your weird pressure also increases by 1. You can feel the shifting of the number on your palm as each of you hide. So you kind of pushing everyone else into the foliage. Also hide yourself, Harper/Lodger, with the other 3. You can still see out through the nearby, exterior of the brush you pushed yourselves into. This pirate pushing away, still kind of facing where each of you were, but seems to have like his head turned as he continues to yell as he's moving backwards. You can see that he's moving towards the rays of light in the distance. And he says, "Ran into these weird landlubbers on the way. Let's keep an eye on them, eh?" And he keeps pushing past into the distance, into the deep jungles, and you lose sight of him. After a momentary pause, you watch as the rays of light cut back across the landscape where the pirate was moving. They disappear. It's quiet again.
I don't know that was his friends, but I didn't trust to be alone with all of them. I wanted to be, but that's a different thing.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
There's earth shaking that he's calling. He didn't know this place was here, and lights appear. There's too many weird things going on. We need to find the others.
I guess, we should just keep pushing on.
Yes.
But quiet.
And in the same direction, yeah.
I'd say that 6, you had a pretty good stealth check where you guys can stay relatively low to the ground and stealthy moving forward without having to roll another check if you were trying to be quiet. Do you want to do something, Harper?
No. Yes,
Okay.
Let's move quietly.
Okay.
I can't do that well, so
you guys stay
I was
low to the
nervous
ground,
about it.
moving forward. The path continues on for what feels like close to another 30 minutes. It's uneventful at the very least.
And we don't see any sign of that guy or
No.
his friend.
Nothing else with the pirate or whatever those lights were, his friend maybe. You do notice now that the path is slowly giving way to the grass. You are beginning to grow unsure of how long it'll continue before dissipating into some dead end. But just as the last bits of the trodden dirt are gone, you now see up ahead a clearing. And I will shift things over here.
Did we see signs of, like, pirates traveling ahead of us while we were going through this?
Nope, you did not.
That's what I thought.
Let's do this and
I think our
this.
buddy got pirate capped.
Our pirate buddy got pirate got.
He got his booty taken.
You no. You push past the brush.
I'm sorry. No, I apologize for that one. It did not work out as well as.
You push past the brush as you step into the clearing, as you see several other smaller huts surrounding the area with what looks like one larger cabin. At the end, it seems to stretch about 20 by 40 feet long. Beyond that is a thickly grown jungle overgrowth that spreads around the campsite. All three of you can now see the rest of your party entering into the middle area of this campsite. They all seem to be following a female drow as they walk into the clearing. She's donned in what looks like some type of scout clothing, dark brown shirts and pants, a wide-brimmed explorer's hat, and dark black boots that are relatively covered in mud. You can see on her shirt is a green sash covered in several embroidered patches with various symbols and patterns on each. Her face is softly lit by the nearby torches in a dark gray, and you can see her long white hair flows out of the backside from underneath her hat. As the other group is walking into the clearing, she finishes. And that's how I make the tastiest of meat pies you'll likely ever taste. And she notices the three of you. Well, looks like we found ourselves some new recruits, she says, turning to you, Duma, and the rest of your group.
Guys, it's everyone else.
They're alive.
Hey!
Oh, people, look at me.
Oh, I thought you guys were dead. What great news.
We thought you were all dead.
Yeah.
We thought the
It was easy to
teleport-
surmise that you were dead. That water, that maelstrom. How did you make it?
Stand up.
It was scary. It was desolate. We had to fight off wave after wave of pirates. But we made it here because our love was strong and had to carry us back to you.
Pirates.
No, we just woke up on the beach.
Oh, I guess that sounds more reasonable, yeah.
Plausible.
Do you guys have any idea what's going on? I thought we were supposed to be somewhere cold.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Clearly, this is nothing like it. If you're talking about pirates, and we're here at this camp, I have no idea. We were talking about how this could be completely a mistake, and the only way we would ever get back is if we find the hexamal.
Yeah, I was gonna say there is a hexamal here though, so.
Oh, we have had no communications from the other side though, from our spaceship. As looking at the camp.
What spaceship? We were never on a spaceship. What are you talking about?
Gives you the nose look.
Oh, by the way,
I
hit my head.
you can go ahead.
Is this a hexamal? Pointing at the camp counselor.
No, she's not it.
No. This is Counselor
Tali, just
Candy.
telepathically, just says she might be. I don't know.
The female drow waves. Oh dear, no. I'm Camp Counselor Candy, and it looks as though you're my new scout, she says. And as she throws her hands, the three of yours way, each of the team who's already been with Candy can now see that on each of 6 Vice's and Harper's Excel suits, there is a purple heart badge.
Okay. Are you the pirate leader?
No, dear. No pirates around these parts. Welcome to Camp Care, she says with a smile.
I don't know what that is.
Well, I'd be happy to explain it to you, of course. Your friends here, which seem to be acquaintances of yours, are well informed to what's going on.
Listen, we've got a thing to do. It's very gross here, and I would like to leave.
Yeah, but if we leave, there may be monsters out there, so we're told.
What?
Oh, trust me.
Tali just sends out telepathic messages. She has our weapons as well somewhere trapped.
Oh.
We still have our weapons though, right?
You guys still have your weapons on you.
You guys, yeah.
I am a weapon.
Camp Candy, these are the others I was telling you about. Mr. Vice over here is great at teaching sports to all the youngins. And, Lodge over here's... You think I can play music? He can sing even better. I throw a wink over to both of you.
I mean, we just walked in the woods for like an hour and we didn't see anything.
We just played tug of war.
Oh,
Yeah,
bummer.
we got these shiny new medals for being so badass. Isn't that right, Flash?
Didn't earn them.
They barely beat us. Barely. We were so close.
We were so close.
It was a good match. It was a good match.
We actually learned about each other too. We had to play 2 lies and a truth.
Did you know I raised chickens when I was a wee little lass? Because I did. That's a fact that everyone knows about me now.
That sounds oddly poignant, but I can't make heads or tails of it yet.
Chickens are high in protein.
Now,
Yes.
I understand all of your concerns about getting on with whatever your previous assignments may have been, but now is the time to understand yourselves a little better, to bring it all in and learn a thing or two about care. You see, despite maybe you being able to get here safely, the jungle area outside of the campgrounds here is extremely dangerous. That's why Camp Care is here, to help individuals like yourselves prove that you're capable of surviving those dangers. If you're looking to plan on leaving, you'll need to attempt the rest of the camp trials that your friends have just gone through after joining 1 and 2 teams.
Yeah, lady, that sounds great, but we got a job to do, and then we gotta go back. You know, I'm trying to just live my life. I've been in prison for like a year now. I mean, look, we just don't have time for this.
You could consider it in a way like a rehabilitation program then, little convicted one.
Yeah, those never worked on me, so yeah.
Well, they didn't have a Candy's special touch, she says.
I'm just gonna look past her. I'm just gonna look past her and say, guys, let's go find your weapon and get out of here.
Now, wait, let's not be too hasty now. I'll tell you lot the same thing I told Flash and Tali. Look, we could use a little bit of discipline, don't you think? I was just saying the other day, every time we pop up in combat, people are turning blue or apparating turkey legs out of nowhere or spitting worms out of their mouths. Maybe it would do us some good to, get a little bit more in touch with our inner chakra, so to speak.
Oh, chakras. Yeah. I'm game for that as long as the camp counselor keeps talking.
I've heard enough of this is internally. I've heard enough of this whatever is speaking from Dobo. What's wrong with Dobo? I don't care to check on Dobo. What do you reckon, Domo?
Domo's actually kind of into this. There's nothing magically enchanting on Domo.
Did you hit your head, Domo?
Domo comes from a military background. It makes sense that she would be into sort of this Boy Scout kind of environment.
Earning medals.
Yeah.
Think of it as team building.
Okay.
Right,
so
team building.
It's fun. I've never been to summer camp.
Every time we've been in a fight, something bad happens. And if it keeps going the way it's going, somebody's gonna explode or something. I don't know.
I mean, that may happen around me anyway, but it's still fun.
Obviously, this woman's like cast a spell on you or something, so somebody's gonna have to take her out. Six grabs one camp and runs after. She's gonna make an attack on the camp counselor.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Wow.
I love it.
Six is not into this, man.
I love it.
Make a attack roll.
I forgot how to play D&D. That is a 24.
Domo's like, no, stop, don't.
He's gonna say, does anybody not want that to happen? Don't do it.
Is this your what weapon is this?
My warhammer.
You watch as you swing from the side your warhammer right into the side of Camp Candy, and your warhammer disappears.
Ooh.
Wow.
What the hell did you do with my warhammer?
Oh, that's very unfortunate. You see, unfortunately, being the counselor, sometimes I have to take an administrative role and make sure to keep the peace around these parts.
Just goes to punch her.
Oh.
Make another attack roll.
I believe this is just your strength. Oh yeah, you
That's
just
an
have
11.
an unarmed strike. Yeah.
An 11?
Yeah.
You watch as you should just sort of effortlessly sort of steps to the side as you throw a punch. Now, I don't think violence is the answer for any of this. You'll never get anywhere. Suppose you do enact some type of violence on me. Perhaps, maybe if you really dig down deep, Six, and think about it, maybe it's why you got put in the slammer to begin with. Here at Camp Care.
That's why I got put in the slammer.
But now,
The
we're
hell are
working
you
on
talking about? I'm punching her again.
making sure to get you out.
24.
You throw a punch at her again, and it connects directly with her cheek.
Uh-oh.
She slowly kneels down with your fist planted in her cheek and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Did it make you feel better?"
It did actually, I go to kick her.
Wow. She
I'm
does.
just gonna keep doing this.
She hates her more than me. That's crazy.
Hunky throws a little pebble at Tali and says, and tries to like sneak around somewhere where we can't be spotted. Sneak away.
As you two do this, Candy just looks on as Six continues to beat her up and says, "You know what? If it would make you feel better to get it out of your system, go on right ahead. I'll be right here to listen when you're done."
And Six is just gonna keep punching her and kicking her.
Now, you see, Six needs to know the meaning of caring more than any of them.
Dude. You need a hug?
Need a hug?
Yeah.
What is Tali and Lodger/Harper doing?
What the hell is going on? Why is everybody acting like this? Why are we hanging out? What's going on?
Oh, I have less idea than you do. Well, all we know is that she has our weapons, and we have to do camp activities. So we did one, and right as soon as we finished one, we met up with you guys.
Have you seen other people around here? Is it just her?
It's just her so far.
Any other campers? What about the pirates?
Pirates? I thought you guys were making that up. Pirates?
Did we not all come in on the ship together? Not the
No.
spaceship. That was bull.
You were on the pirate ship, Tali, with the others, but you didn't see any pirates from the ship to the campgrounds here.
Yeah, but does she know it was a pirate ship or it was just a ship?
You probably inferred it was likely a pirate ship. Yeah.
Well, we came on a pirate ship. We didn't see anybody specific. Was there anyone with you when you woke?
Yeah, we had one of the, and then he describes the pirate in a very diminutive way. I don't remember enough about it. But you didn't see that little pirate man sneak in before us? He would have been about, like maybe minutes faster.
No, nothing like that. All we know is this is not the place, and it doesn't make sense. Why is there a camp and a pirate that is unknown? I don't know if this is where lost souls come to get trapped here, but...
This is very interesting. We should go rejoin the group then, I suppose.
Is there a way that you could send Baz to find our weapons?
I'm
or is
ahead
that
of
something...
you. I'm just thinking of the best way to do that is, I'm gonna, like, fall asleep, and you guys are just gonna have to carry me. It's just how it's gonna have to be.
We're gonna have to weekend at Bernie's him.
If needed, I can transform to carry you.
Okay, well, get somebody in on the plan. I think that I might do it here soon. You'll know when it happens.
Come back and, like, Domo's, like, trying to grab Six around the waist and just hold her at arm's length.
We grappling?
She's like just freaking out.
Grapple check?
Now, if you waste all that energy, Six, you're not gonna have it for the next trial. I'm telling you, you'll want to save it up.
Gonna get your badge. Come on, Six, be a good sport. Don't you want to kick some ass?
Whatever.
Wouldn't the shiny new metal make you feel better?
Tix just turns her back and crosses her arms. She's pouting now.
Sixes will be so exciting to compete, though.
Now, that's the kind of spirit I like to hear.
Tali telepathically sends the plan over to Flash, who's like the nearest person.
The whole time Flash is trying to play music to calm them down and just kind of looks to you and nods.
We should go to the next thing.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh,
It
I am.
sounds fun. Tug of war? Oh boy. I just hope that long trek through the woods didn't tucker me out.
Oh, now don't worry. I understand that you want to jump right on things, but we just came back from the first trial. You see, the rest of your team here has just completed the compassion challenge. But not to worry, the trial for assertiveness is next. I'm gonna go ahead and give the two of you teams, I believe it was Team Warcry, and what was your team? She says, looking over at Musa and Tali.
Oh, named after my trusty pal.
Oh yeah, Team Houdini.
And Team Houdini, that's
Team
right.
Warcry.
I'm gonna give you two the capacity to choose which of these remaining three will be on your teams. Also, keep in mind for those of you who are new here, the Team Warcry currently got one of their badges, putting them to 2. Now, of course,
They don't need to know that. That doesn't mean anything. It was
so compassionate. We're compassionate as fuck.
now I don't want things to be unfair, so help offset their lead. Warcry will only get 1 extra member, while you, Tali, and Musa will get 2 on yours. You can go ahead and decide who to pick during the interim between the trials. Now, I'm going to go ahead and prepare some delicious tasting pies for each of you. They'll be in the larger cabin over to our left. relax for a few hours while I take care of some private counselor business. You're welcome to traverse the campgrounds here, but keep in mind that it's forbidden to go beyond this area here, for your own safety, of course.
Of course.
Oh, I won't be leaving.
Sounds good.
That's great to hear. Now,
I'm just so tired after that long trek through the woods.
I'm not getting up to anything suspicious.
We just came from not here. Were we not safe?
definitely not. In fact, it's a minor miracle that you all made it here alive. So,
Did you say this jungle surrounds us completely? There's no,
I would say yes. It's a dense jungle and hard to see through. People have been known to lose their way.
Yes, we certainly almost got lost on our way here, that we didn't know where we were going.
Well, getting here is one thing. But look, make sure, Lodger, and get some rest. I'm gonna have some delicious pies ready for you. She winks over your way, Domo. Y'all can eat, relax, and we'll do assertiveness next, she says with a beaming smile.
I think we should do it now. Is that the test? Did I win?
Oh, no. Y'all take yourselves an hour or so off. I got a little bit of business to attend to, but I will be back.
Okay.
She gets up from kneeling as Six is still probably kicking once or twice and begins to step over to the larger lodge.
Domo does that thing where she bends down slightly and puts her hands on her knees. She's not that much taller than Six, but she is taller than Six.
What do you say, Six? You want to join Team Warcry? Keep our center of gravity low. You know, us short folk got to stick together.
Sure, whatever.
Team Warcry!
Well, I guess that means Lodger and Vice, you're with me and Tali.
Let's go with us.
So then, what does the teams mean? Is it just
It
for
means nothing.
funsies?
Yeah, it's for the competitions.
Oh, well,
I guess there's a competition. One, a competition of compassion, and we are tugging a war of rope. I don't get how that makes any scientific sense.
Right. It doesn't necessarily make sense that the metal we got for it was a black skull either. But the way I reckon it means everybody's got a skull in their heads. So, you know, you got to be compassionate because everyone has a skull.
Yeah, that's the hypothesis for now. So, and if anyone has anything better, I will gladly take that and write that down.
Domo, you were the stronger of the ones? You pulled?
We did. We pulled our weight, but everyone did good. It was a proper bout.
I'll say we were very close. We did good.
Yes, your team. I apologize. The Warcry one.
Yeah, right.
And Domo kind of scurries over.
Listen, I know this is fucked up and weird, right? So, like, she's clearly some kind of witch and she's trying to kill us. Just so we're clear here, I know that this is weird, right? I'm just saying, it might not be any harm in playing along for now.
I agree.
Sure. Just while we are alone, I'd rather stick to my logic.
Well, I'm
away from her.
I'm gonna have some pie. I mean,
yes. Why did she keep?
If she is a witch, why would we have any of her food?
Oh shit, that's a good point.
So did you all? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, that's why we pay you the big bucks, Tom.
So have you? Did everybody try to get her? Is that why all your weapons are gone?
Yeah,
No.
we took all our weapons.
The four of us woke up.
We
here.
didn't wait.
Has she? Are these places open? The huts and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
woke
very-
up. We woke up in this one over there. There's nothing in there, or at least not in this. Didn't get a chance to check the others yet.
She said that the cabin was off limits, so we think that's where our weapons is.
Yeah.
The cabin being the longhouse?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, she said we're gonna be eating in there, so I guess I don't know. Maybe she's cleaning up something in there now.
Oh, did she say that? I thought she said the extra hut up here was where the pies were going to be.
No. She was talking about the main cabin, the big one.
Okay.
Oh,
Never mind then.
like I said, I'm so tired. I would love to see where you guys woke up. And I especially wish that somebody who would notice a lot of... who's got a high investigation skill could show me that. He would say it in a more artful way, but I don't want to lose anybody here.
I mean, I've been known to have a pretty keen eye.
Come, Domo, show me.
All right. What in particular would you like me to investigate?
I just for like any like traps or hidden like doors that she can like break in and like search the place. I want to do a magical pass to see if I notice.
And this is
magically.
This is specifically the one that we woke up in.
Yeah, it's the small
We
hut.
searched it pretty thoroughly, I think.
Okay.
Unless.
I don't know that you guys did.
Okay, let me make an investigation check.
There's like a fire pit built
Yeah,
into
there
the
was.
center. There's a couple cots laying around that you all woke up on.
I'll do an investigation for traps or hidden doors.
Sure. With an 18, you check around Domo and, prying your fingers behind some of the cot posts and over areas of the dirt, kind of just pushing it aside, making sure there's no hidden compartments or anything. You don't really find anything in this place. It seems clear.
Nothing.
All right. And I take out one of my axes and hide it in like the bedding and stuff after he makes that check. I make a 5 Arcana check to see if there's anything magical afoot, but I don't think that does it.
You don't pick up anything in particular with a 5 check.
I'm gonna leave my diamond dog and a hand axe here. Okay. Well, it was very irresponsible of you to start hating people you didn't know.
What?
I don't know. Let's go.
All right.
Tali looks over to Houdini and wants to send him to look around for people around, any of the counselors.
Houdini sort of pops out from under your gear and looks around. He does a slow 360 with his head, peering around, and throws out his or its, I guess, rather steel wings and begins fluttering up into the air. Hoot hoot! And begins flying higher and higher. And begins to
Stay out of sight, buddy.
soar through the air. He watches it flies into the nearby jungle, looking around.
Dix is gonna walk to the end of the path, right at the boundary of the jungle. And she's gonna stand there and see if she can see anything dangerous or feel anything.
Sure.
Feel if anything's off.
Sure.
Do you want a perception?
Yeah, that would work.
23, and it's a crit, of course.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice work.
Your weird pressure goes up by 2. You're at 3. And you trigger the weird at a 6. Six, you listen and peer out using your senses to see if there's anything out there. You hear nothing other than the soft sound of the wind and the crackle of the torches nearby. You pick up something, but you realize, looking over to your right, that it's just the fluttering of Houdini, who is searching in the nearby brush. As you turn around, you also look behind you, seeing the rest of the group, and they look larger than they were before. You are one size smaller.
I'm tiny?
What? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. See, it wouldn't be the worst thing for us to get a little bit more combat regimented, so we'd stop growing and shrinking into random sizes.
I wish we would have died in that jungle.
She's kind of cute, you know. She's like a little pocket monster.
Yeah. Want a piggyback ride?
Don't you dare call me cute. Call me cute again, and you'll see what happens. She's like tiny, like her hand axes are like the size of her.
Everyone's like, oh, she's angry. Oh. It's like a moody little purse dog.
Yeah.
The angriest chihuahua.
Yeah.
So we have an hour. That's cool.
Is she gonna tell us when the food is ready? I could always go for some more food.
I'm very hungry and sleepy. Did I mention how sleepy I was? It's very important that everybody knows in context that I'm sleepy.
Why do you keep saying that?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right, I won't.
Okay, so the plan is I can't keep a secret to myself. Well, we're at the dinner table. Somebody make a distraction, you know. I'm gonna fall asleep mysteriously. What's gonna happen is I've learned to transcend music and can transfer myself to that echo, that sound, that new sound that I can recreate. I can become Baz is the point. And I'm gonna walk around and see some stuff while she's distracted here with you guys.
All right. That's a pretty good idea.
Maybe something like that, but not for very long, so I don't know if it'd be useful. I can blink.
Let's let him do the Baz thing.
You know, I have a better idea.
What's that?
No, I don't have a better idea.
Oh, okay. Well then, I do need maybe some targets. Where should I go looking? Where other than this cabin, nothing stands out to me.
I guess we could check out the other huts, but we could do that anyway. We don't need Baz for that.
Well then, I know what we're doing for an hour.
That's right. We should probably check the other cabins first.
Since we didn't do that before.
We kind of just did the tug of war.
Yeah.
Jason, do I get any penalties because I'm tiny now?
I think that's for large weapons, right?
Yeah, I mean, her weapon shrunk with her. Well, she doesn't even have weapons right now, right?
Yeah. Do you have anything other
hand
than
axes?
Hand axes? I don't think that incurs a penalty.
Yeah, because they're not large weapons.
Yeah.
Because I thought like when you go tiny, like when you use enlarge reduce spell, it gives you a penalty to like strength checks or something. But I'm just throwing it out there.
That's part of the magical effects.
Yeah,
it's not because you're tiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's because you've been reduced.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't suffer any penalties.
Cool.
you can squeeze into smaller spaces.
Yeah, you get some like advantages for being smaller.
She's like the size of like an actual bunny now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what are you guys doing?
I think Moose is checking this cabin up here to see what's in it.
You come over to the wooden door of this hut here, Musa, you and Domo, and it's not locked. You're able to kind of just push it open. It easily sways open. The area in here is dark because there's not a campfire in the center running. It looks relatively identical to your space in the one you woke up in. The cots are like in different positions. One of them is set up against the wall, but other than that, it looks very similar. That's what you see without any checks.
I want to do an Arcana check.
Sure.
See what I feel. Oh, Jesus.
With a 7, you don't really pick up anything of note with your Arcana check.
And just, I am glowing, so it's a little dark, not as dark in here.
Okay, so like you guys have some light to be able to see around this area as you glow. Domo,
I'll
were you
just
making
do
any
a-
checks in here?
Yeah, I was gonna do an investigation like I did with the other one.
Sure.
Oh,
Nice.
well,
Well,
what? Give me that weird shit, Daddy.
Give me a D25 and a D3 roll, please, and then I'll explain what you find.
fucking shit.
Wow.
Oh no. Oh my god. You too, Musa.
Weird pressure.
Domo feels her weird pressure rise by 2.
Rise.
Woo!
And then, no, not the mitigation. You always take it if you roll on the table. So it automatically rises. But you can expend a healing surge to try and lower it. So give me a D25 and a D3 roll.
Man, we really fucked up this cabin. Somebody else should go to a different cabin.
Cabin burns to the ground.
So yours goes up by 2. Alright, so first, Domo's, yours was a 9 and then 22. So Domo, as you're peering around, Domo, you feel this sensation rise in you. You have this feeling that you're almost convinced that if you were to find something, some portion of those who passed beyond, that you could bring back the dead by raising a hand in the air and exclaiming "rise" in a loud, deep voice.
Well, I mean, I feel like this isn't going to come up as much in a campground without corpses, but Domo will keep that in mind.
And then, really quickly before I explain your checks and what you find, Musa, you don't notice much with your check, but you do look down and see that your fingers turn into cold, flaccid hot dogs.
Not again!
What is cool? That's different.
Um,
Can I affect that with my being a changeling?
You go to try and change your fingers to something that you would know, but they refuse to change.
Your finger's gone and turned into jellied eels there, Musa. This is what I'm talking about. Every time we try to do something, it's bad stuff happens. It's because we're undisciplined. And we can't bring folks back from the dead, at least. We weren't able to before now.
Wait a minute, what?
Funnily enough, Domo, you notice a portion of the dirt underneath one of the cots seems to be shifted in a strange way.
Oh.
And as you push it aside, you brush off the dirt, and with your high check, you notice that underneath the dirt is a piece of cloth covering what looks like a pocket dug into the ground of maybe 2 or 3 feet that you pull the fabric off of. And as the dirt kind of filters around in a cloud, you see in a stack in the hole underneath the cot 4 or 5 what look like human skulls.
Oh, this is good. All right, Musa, this is our ticket out of here. Help me grab all these skulls and we'll take him out front.
Sure.
All right, Domo's got a big dumb smile on her face, and she comes sauntering out with like that meme where the guy's trying to hold all the things, but it's like skulls.
I don't know how many there are, but Musa's got a bunch in her arms, and she's also holding some with mage hand.
Everybody! I got our ticket out of here.
Domo dumps all the skulls in a pit around him.
All right, so all we gotta do, if we want to brave the dangers of the jungle, we just need an army to do it for us. Fucking rise!
Wow.
You watch as Domo raises her hand in the air and exclaims this out loud over the stack of skulls.
You feckless, gormless nitwits, rise!
Nothing happens.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
Something's going on. There must be like a magical interference or something. Lodger, you stand like 10 feet back, alright?
Oh, sure. Back here?
Yeah, there we go. Rise!
Would it help if I faced east?
Yes.
Okay.
She's obviously lost her mind.
Rise!
Hello?
Very sad to watch.
Domo's like jumping up, like rise!
Hey, Six, go real quick and hide under one of those skulls and start walking around.
Six tries to grab a skull.
You see that one moved?
I saw what was supposed to happen with all of them.
While this is happening, Tali, what are you doing at this other hut?
Children
I
at camp.
am investigating it as well.
The door is unlocked, so you're able to push open and see the area here. It looks similar to the one that you came from without any checks.
Oh,
17
thank God.
investigation, pretty good. You spend a second attempting to dig around just to see what you may be able to find. There is, underneath one of the cots in here, a stack of what looks like just random clothing from what looks like all kinds of different places. Some looks cheap and something that some type of seafarer may wear just to get through the day. Some looks more expensive. You find a couple gems and necklaces worth about 75 gold pieces altogether if you were to sell them, which you can just kind of add that value on top of those things. In my games, if it's stuff you can sell to get gold, I just tell you the amount and we can assume that you sell them whenever available. So that's 75 gold pieces if you want that as gold, but you could still keep the necklaces if you want to. And just say I'd rather just keep the necklaces instead of sell them. But they don't seem to have any like magical value or anything. You also find what looks like some type of spell scroll marked prestidigitation on it.
You do that?
You find also, as you kind of pull out the last bits of what look like a torn pair of pants and reach in, because there's what looks like a kind of bulbous side to the insides of them, you find a potion of healing and a potion of greater healing within.
Let's see. Tali kind of relays this information to everybody else. She doesn't really need the gems or jewels, but she does take the potions.
Sure. And that's what you find with your check. You can hear what sounds like Domo outside yelling "rise" over and over again.
What are you trying to rise? What's going on?
Oh, I'm just bringing these dead back to life like I usually do.
Usually.
That before?
Why do you think that's silly, Domo?
No. You're all pulling me leg. Look, I got this this metal with a skull on it. That means I can bring the dead back to life.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, but mine's better than Flash's. He can't do it.
Can Flash do that?
No, only I can do it. Because I'm team leader of Team Warcry, you see.
No, you see, my badge does something a little different. And I point over at Domo and say, "Sink," and I cast sleep on him. Her.
That's I have way too many hit points for that. But knock yourself out, Chief.
Let's try it at first level.
Okay.
You're gonna have to roll impossibly high.
No, I said roll, damn.
Roll.
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 More! No, just hit the 5d8.
Yeah,
5d8.
click that 5d8.
No.
Oh, not even close.
Yeah, Demo, you like yawn, but that's it.
I don't think mine's working either. Sorry about that.
I want to see this badge. No.
These bloody badges must be defective. Anyway, I can do it. I just don't feel like it right now on an empty stomach.
Well, that's fine. Where did you... Have we seen a lot of these skulls around? Skulls
No.
are kind of a thing that they don't belong in a camp.
No, they were buried in a burlap sack under one of the cots in that cabin over there.
Oh, well, the normal place then.
Right. Where else would you put them?
I can't imagine another place. Let's go. I can't remember. Do you feel like you probably found everything there if you found hidden skulls? How did...
I mean, usually the hidden skulls are the last thing you find when you're searching.
And the last place you look as well. Well, very interesting. Lots of very strange things happen.
Right. Like you're all messing with my mojo, so I can't raise the dead back to life anymore. Very strange things is afoot.
Yeah, it's our fault, sure.
At least you admit it. Ooh, I'm starving. Where's that pie at?
Where is that pie?
I'm very hungry and tired. Do you remember that I'm tired, right?
We remember.
Okay.
Is everybody done searching the camp?
Yeah. Is Houdini back, or is he still on his little scouting
Not
mission?
Sure where Houdini's gone. It's probably been a good 10 or so minutes, and he's not come back yet.
That's
my worst nightmare.
Did you got the full use of the item? Is that how it worked for Houdini? Because if so, you can look through his eyes real quick. You would have like a little control pad that you can like VR goggle into him. That's how the item works.
I do that.
Yeah, I'll say that there's a accompanying little piece of tech along with Houdini that looks like a square, like weird-looking set of goggles that, as you put on, are able to see through Houdini's eyes. As you shift from your viewpoint to Houdini's, you don't know where Houdini is. It looks as though Houdini is on the ground somewhere, probably underneath a bush or something. You see what looks like several bright, piercing rays of light moving through the jungle, shifting in different directions. Houdini, wherever it is staying perfectly still as this happens.
Oh.
Oh, please.
What was that?
I was gonna wait for you to... I suppose you would tell us that in character. That's what you saw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I don't
what we saw
see
before
anything.
that pirate man disappeared. A bunch of hovering lights like that tell him to be safe, Houdini.
Houdini, I want you to go near those lights and tell me what you find.
You looking through the basically eyes of Houdini, see the pair of wings at the sides flutter up, and Houdini shifts up from the ground and begins flying towards what looks like a pair of these beaming lights that are just shifting erratically through the jungle. Houdini grows closer towards them and closer. And then the pair look directly towards, or beam directly towards Houdini. Everything goes white. And then dark. You wait for some type of other visual information through these goggles, but it is simply black.
Ugh, that's a dead pet right there.
Oh no. Okay, goodbye, guys.
Houdini.
I need to find Houdini. I want to go towards the glowing lights. I'm not really interested in the, what is it? No. It's a trial. Assertiveness. I was gonna say aggression trial.
Well, you were able to see those rays of lights through the eyes of Houdini, but you don't know where Houdini was. It's like getting a video feed somewhere in the jungle, but you're not sure the direction or which way Houdini could have been.
Do I have a reasonable guess where we might have seen those lights compared to the camp? Like, in which, like, clock direction, like 2 o'clock?
I mean, you came in from the path that led out here, as you can see on the map, east, so you imagine some ways out, probably, 45 or so minutes going down that path is where you saw the first pair of lights.
Okay.
And what direction did Houdini go towards?
Houdini, from what you saw as he was fluttering around the campsite here, was just doing sort of like a full circle around, shooting and darting in and out through the jungle.
Excursion. Well, I guess I'll start my investigation that way when dinner happens. Did I mention how tired I was, you guys?
Yes, you did. Quite tired.
I'm hungry, but I might have like a bite before I fall asleep. Wink.
All right, can we please eat before I'm gonna go crazy if he says he's tired one more time.
I mean, I'm ready for pie.
The large cabin door with the wooden plaque of camp care above it swings open, and Camp Counselor Candy steps out and says, "Who's ready for some pies?"
I was just talking about that.
Oh boy.
I've got everything prepared for everybody, and a nice feast awaits you inside. Come on in, plenty of benches for you to sit at and tables. Take a load off, let's eat some pies, and we'll take on that next trial.
I'm about as hungry as I'm sleepy.
Leads you all inside, patting your back, Lodger, as you step in. This area is larger than the others, but not exactly huge, and it is similarly to like a campground's cafeteria-ish area. Has several long tables with benches set on each side of it, splayed out here. On each of the tables, enough for each of you, are several with an inviting smell of what smells like meat pies that sit on each of the tables with silverware to dine in.
Boy,
You can see a bit of steam rising from each of them.
Is there a place where I can see? Is there a window around?
Yeah, there's windows in here.
Okay, I want to sit as close as I can to one of the windows and then sit down.
Sure.
I like a view when I eat. Don't mock me.
Yeah. No need to mock. You're welcome to sit wherever you like.
Oh,
I sit down.
Once everybody comes in, I'm sure gonna tuck in. and be
Oh my.
really.
Guys, move your tokens in here. Guys, move all your tokens in here.
6, do you need help getting up in the chair?
'Cause she's dead.
Don't even lay a finger on me.
Does anyone have a
She
booster?
like grabs the chair, like tries to pull herself on it, like puts her little leg up there.
Little rabbit feet kicking.
It's super cute.
It might be tiny enough you could just ride on my mage hand.
She's just sitting in the chair like this.
Hey, Candy, can we get Stick some nuggies? I think she's a little hungry at the moment.
I don't want nuggies.
She kind of wants nuggies, so.
You got one of them menus you can color on with crayon.
I'll take one of those.
God, you're so dumb.
No eating the crayons. And you, Domo, don't try to make dinner rise. It's dead.
Don't you disrespect my craft. Don't patronize me. Lies.
Candy sits
Did it
next
work,
to
Jason?
No.
No.
And cooked.
Candy.
So
Go ahead.
as she winds up closing the door, I want to fall asleep by summoning Baz outside. Whenever that happens.
You do that.
Oh. I'm so tired I get.
Face down in the pie.
Honk you.
Darker side.
Candy sits down next to you, Tali, and puts an arm over your shoulders and says, "Honey, is something wrong?"
Tali's clearly annoyed and just really wants to get the fuck out of here. But asks really bluntly, how many more activities do we have?
Well, they're all synonymous with care, so 3 more.
Real quick, is there like an obvious like lockbox or anything that might be hiding our weapons in here?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Ugh, I'm not good at this. 9.
You do not see anything like that.
Damn.
Tali also wants to look around.
Is she serving us food or?
There are meat pies on the table, and Tali, you peer around exceptionally well, but don't particularly see any type of lockbox. But I do also need you to give me a D25 and a D3 roll, please. Alright, a 12, okay.
This is madness. How do we keep doing this? This is 20 is by far the most like populous number that we roll, and it's like not even close.
It's like every other roll is
It's crazy.
something.
Yeah,
Your weird
point for
pressure goes up by 1, Tali, and before you finish that check, you rolled a 12. Now let's see here. Okay. Nothing immediately happens.
Okay.
You do see that underneath Candy's like scout jacket, there seems to be some type of impression on there. Like there's something underneath.
Okay. Tali wants to. I'm doing an insight check.
Is this real life?
What?
What is happening?
Give me one more D25 and D3 roll, and I'll tell you what you get from that insight check. This isn't real, right?
Slim, did you tell everybody about donating to Roll20 before you play the game?
Yeah, really.
The
Holy
Ringcast
shit.
package.
All right, 23.
Oh, God
Even
damn
it's
it.
just
Weird
3
pressure
points.
goes up to 4. With that 23, let's see here. Tali, it looks as though your limbs that you have suddenly change in appearance and look like they now belong to different random species. One of them is covered in scales. Another one is a soft bluish hue to it.
That's a Ringcast package.
With your insight check, though,
Recasting came up.
was there anything you were attempting to read about Candy, I'm assuming?
Her plans or her intentions.
She seems legitimately concerned that something has thrown you off.
Musa looks towards Candy. So are you joining us for dinner, or what time is it? I don't even know.
She smiles and says, "Hard to tell out here with the twilight. Not really any passing stars above head, but no, y'all go ahead and eat. I've already eaten," she says.
Oh, have you? Musa just kind of concentrates at the pies and Arcana checks.
Sure.
16.
With a 16, you do not sense any strange magic coming from these meat pies.
Cut a slice. Put it onto a plate.
The other half.
I'm gonna sniff it and maybe do like a nature check to see if I smell anything, I don't know, chemically or anything that seems off.
Sure.
Now, Domo has Fey ancestry as a hobgoblin.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things with the Fey is you're not supposed to accept any food that they offer you. So I want to inspect this pie and see if there's any like traces of like spices or meats that might be Fey in origin. Could I do a history check on that, maybe?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, with your nature Domo, you don't pick anything, or your nature Musa, you don't pick anything weird up from the pies with that one.
Okay, 16.
You take a second to like use your utensils to just sort of like try not to look suspicious, dig through the pie here, and do not see anything that would remind you of any Fey remnants or anything like that.
It immediately takes a big spoonful and gobbles it down.
Camp counselor.
Yes.
You have the macros. Is there a lot of protein in this? How many carbs? Any nitrates? Is this free range?
Oh my god.
I think it's best to just say that it's a hearty meal that I hope you as scouts will enjoy feasting upon.
What food group is hearty?
She chuckles. Is Baz doing anything on the outside?
Yeah. I was gonna look and see, do I see a path around the back?
There is.
He wants to take a wide berth, but head that direction.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, I guess, for the time being, just like follow the path from
All
like
right.
a good like 10-20 feet off of the side of it.
Sure. You, as Baz, begin to push through the brush, moving through the jungle.
Like a fog through the, like sound through the jungle.
Who all is eating the meat pie?
Oh, Domo, for sure.
Domo, Vice.
I still eat it.
6 is not.
Flash would like to make maybe a deception check not to eat it and try to make sure that everyone's taken care of since he's playing adult for the necromancer
Okay.
child and the man trying to eat crayons.
Give me a deception check then.
That's pretty good. Ooh.
Yeah, you.
That's
20.
Yeah,
That's
you're
kind
you're
of
able to pretty succinctly make it seem as though you're enjoying your food without actually enjoying it.
Oh, thank God.
With the full mouth of meat pie, Domo says,
What's wrong with them skulls I found over there? I couldn't bring them back to life.
What skulls were that?
Yeah, there's some skulls hidden under a cot. Like somebody died here or something.
Oh,
Anyway, I tried bringing them back to life and it wouldn't work for some reason.
do you have some ability to do something like that?
Oh yeah, I always have.
That seems very interesting, Domo. I didn't know that about you.
I feel like I didn't either until recently.
I think this camp is bringing upon some type of enlightenment that's helping everyone to learn more about themselves.
You know what? I think you're right.
That's fantastic news, she says.
Domo's just eating more pie. Domo walks over to Lodger's plate and slides half of the pie onto her plate and walks back to her seat.
As you guys continue eating, Baz moves through the jungle more. Probably about 10 or so minutes out. Baz, you see a pair of lights flashing. Rays, bright, a whitish yellow that cut through the jungle grounds, beginning to move slowly. Shifting around from left to right as if they're looking for something.
Alright, well, unfortunately, since you said 10 minutes out, as soon as he sees him, he disappears. Oh, look how interesting. It lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so you're able to make your way all that way out before seeing that, yeah.
Yeah, Lodger just steps back like, oh, I feel so rested and relieved. What's going on here? I mean, now that I'm awake.
We're eating.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
How long has it been? Shit, I don't know if he wants to eat or not. Does it look good? Does it, look tasty or like some camp food?
I mean, it's maybe not like Billionaire Bastion quality, bougie, but it is like your standard hearty-looking meat pie.
I mean, there's quaint, not great food, and then there's just it looks like it was made for 50 people over a fire that shouldn't have been.
It's it's hard to fuck up a pie. It looks like your standard pie. As you cut into it and look inside, everything seems to be there. There's a soft steam that rises in the air. It smells good.
It tastes good.
What's our ratio? About half? I'll go in on the eating half. Let's go.
Oh, Musa's been eating. She offhanded it. She looked at it, didn't smell anything weird, didn't feel any weird magic, so meh.
I did say I was hungry and tired, and I'm not a liar, so I guess I'm gonna eat now.
Everyone who eats it tastes like a nutritious pie full of concoction of meats inside. It's pretty good, and some greens and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool. Excellent. So, I demand that we start this assertiveness test. Did I win? Is that the test?
Candy says, I think that would be very appropriate once everyone's had their fill. And she looks over to you, Tali, and pulls her she's wearing a cloak on top of her scouting gear. And underneath, you see a kind of somewhat dirt-covered, but relatively intact version of Houdini. And she picks Houdini up and hands it back to you and says, "Gotta watch out there. Like I said, past the campgrounds, things can get a little fishy. So you watch after this little fella, okay?"
Tali like takes him in and starts rubbing all the dirt off. And does
Rice.
does mending.
Okay. You
Just
there's like a steel feather or two that's at a place that you kind of fix up after cleaning off Houdini and the dirt and kind of grime on it.
do I have to click this? Hold on, this cantrip.
I mean, if it's mending, you just do your mending.
It's a cantrip.
If it's just a
Got it.
cantrip.
Yeah, you just like run your hand over it and kind of fix some of the spots that got a little.
So between spoonfuls of pie, I would ask, so what's the mission to Camp Care? I've never heard of Camp Care.
It's all about discovering the power of oneself and learning to care for those who are in need. It is the exact type of thing that would give one the strength to be able to leave this place and assuredly handle themselves outside. That's the whole point of these trials, you see. Every trial, whoever's team is the victor is going to get another badge. And at the end of these last three, whoever's team has the most badges, well, they get to leave the campgrounds.
And
The
that's
rest of us?
the winners, but the losers is that...
Wait a tick. I don't remember this part of it.
Yes?
What happens if we have less?
Well, the team that doesn't have as many will just
Fewer.
have to keep on trying in the future. This is a learning process. There's no failure here.
What if we were all just like one team and got all the badges together then?
Well, I don't think that necessarily breeds the type of energetic competitive play that I'd like to see here at the camp.
Shows care, though, doesn't it, that we all get out? At a great sacrifice to ourselves, we make a choice that helps someone else, caring about each other, even.
Well, I suppose if one of your teams was trying to throw it for the other, sure, but I would suggest everyone try their best to be a winner. That's what life is all about, right?
Oh, it is. And your benefactor, who pays for all this? You must have somebody looking out for you. Who makes these pies? They're delicious. I must know the chef's name.
Oh, honey, I make them myself, she says.
And your benefactor?
Benefactor, I'm not used to that term. What is that?
It's whoever sponsors all this. You can't surely make money off of this just by being here. Who
Oh.
sends you money? Your resources.
It's just little old camp counselor Candy here.
Oh,
At your
that's
service.
This is very spooky. Who might have referenced you? I might sponsor you once I get out, send you lots of money, and make this place even bigger. Help more people.
Oh, no. No reference. No overbearing counselor. Just me and myself. Kind Candy. Here to help anyone who appears on the island out.
Oh. Well, I have more.
On this island, where do you get the ingredients for this pie?
Well, there's plenty of wildlife out there to take from.
Again, but you need milk and butter and pie ingredients.
She says with a smile, resourceful.
I'm pretty sure you guys just ate people.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
They were mostly delicious, if I'm honest.
I mean, pie was good.
Tali just pushes the uneaten food away just a little bit more.
Damn it, I forgot my other question.
Like that Doctor Who episode. Okay. Sit down.
Shit. Yeah, I got nothing.
She looks to you, Tali, and says, I think it would be best if you had a hearty meal for whatever trial comes up next, but I understand we're new friends. There needs to be that build-up of trust. I hope I can build that with you.
So what's
All right.
So, what, Nah, never mind. Can't make that concise enough. I have questions, but I'm gonna ruminate on them for a while.
Well, if everyone's done with their pies, I'm all ready and raring to go. It's not as though there's day and night here, so, well, I usually have the energy to jump into the next trial if y'all are.
Is it limbo? Is that the next trial?
No, nothing like that. Although that is a great idea.
Don't give her ideas.
I'm very flexible, that's all. Very flexible.
Ugh.
Would everyone
Let's
be
go.
ready
Like,
for the
where do
next
we
trial?
go? Sorry, I yelled over everybody.
That's okay. What were you saying, Domo?
No, nothing. I was just joking.
She says, is everyone all ready and raring to go?
I demand we go to the next one. Is that the test? Did I win the test?
Well, that would be a rather simple test, but you're on the right track. I'm ready to take you there if everyone's good to go. Don't worry about the mess here, she says. I'll clean that up when we get back.
Sounds good.
Oh.
All
I'm
right.
feeling a little tired maybe, but let's go.
Well, it's time to snap out of it there. Come on, Lodger, she says, slapping your back. And she heads out of the larger cabin and begins to work around to the back, where you now see that same trail that you saw, Harper, as Baz, that leads out from the west side, leading into the jungle.
Let's go.
She turns and says, now everybody, I know it's a larger group than the first one, but stay close to me. Moving away from the path here could be dangerous. Luckily I have my machete with me, she says, holding it up. I'll cut through any of the thickness that gets in our way.
Oh, sure.
Somebody
We
have
don't want to get lost like our pirate friend.
Glad
You
somebody
sure
has a
don't.
weapon.
She begins to cut through the brush, leading you on.
I just start idle chit-chat with him. What is it that's out there, by the way? I think you got that little pirate boy.
She looks and says, oh, all kinds of nasty things. It could be any number of who knows. All I know is it's dangerous moving outside the campgrounds.
This was a bunch of light in the sky. Any idea what that might have been?
She laughs. The stars?
Maybe.
She continues leading you each on a longer trek using a path that leads out from the that pathway behind the cabin. Grab your tokens here. And let me get ready to move you all over. Copy this. Move over here. And paste. I think this is everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay. She continues taking each of you along the path here. It takes about 25 minutes along this trek. And before I take you all where you are going, really quickly, in the chat, those of you who are US based, who would like this beautiful little cute crochet bag made by Tisa? Go visit her Etsy shop. Mose wants it. Oh shit. Mose wants it real bad.
They're great. I still I use mine. It's great.
Hey.
Look, Look, Mose was on it the quickest, so
I had it typed in.
That's a strong play.
I'm gonna say in this instance, Mose, you can have this.
Awesome.
Mose wins. That's not probably great for Twitch interaction to let my own players win, but I saw that glint in your eye when I announced it, so.
You have to wear it as a hat on your next stream on your channel.
Got it.
There you go.
Don't do
Deal.
that. You don't have to do that. I'll get with you, Mose, after this and get your info. I'll send you a little bag. All right, so back to D&D. 25 minutes later on your trek, you each find yourselves in a large open field, free of the nearby jungle. The twilight of the aurora above is able to light this area relatively well. And let me switch maps here too.
So y'all, I'm pretty competitive, but we all realize that we have to tie at the end of this, right?
Yes.
Each
so.
team needs 2 badges. All right, just keep that in mind.
What are you talking about?
It's called the dickhead paradox. It means that everybody has to contribute equally, or one of you's a dickhead.
I guess that's a roundabout way of saying it. Listen, she said that the loser of this competition ain't getting off the island, so we all have to be winners, right? So
That's not our problem.
6.
We win.
See,
They stay behind.
6. This is one of those dickhead problems I was describing.
It's survival of the fittest.
No, that's not how it works.
I am glad that you are on my team, but that being said, consider the following. Maybe don't.
What were the teams again? I want to be on that team now. I'm scared. I don't want to be a dickhead, but I don't want to not be the dickhead.
This is one of them their prisoner dilemmas.
Yeah, I feel a paradox coming on.
You find yourselves in a large open field. The ground here is covered in upturned dirt and grass. Pockets of what look like blasted ground cover this area. Strange symbols made using the dirt are in several spots. Further towards the back of the clearing is a rocky outcropping, a curved row of pillars sitting in front of a large rocky platform with a flat surface, each of which raises about 15 or so feet up in the air. Candy.
Looks kind of like a minefield. What do you think that means?
Candy looks to each of you and says, "Your next challenge is assertiveness. Caring for others is more than just having compassion for them. Sometimes you'll need to respond quickly and confidently should they be in need of something. That's where being assertive is key. Even if the going gets dangerous, your persistence is what really counts in your care. The challenge will see each of you attempting to move as quickly but delicately as possible across the trial grounds field here to reach that rock platform you see in the distance. Your team wins when everyone from it is standing on the platform at once. Now, of course, there wouldn't be much of a challenge if that was it, right? Of course not. Along the way, hidden under the field here are a number of magical mines that'll be set off should any of you accidentally step on them.
I had a feeling.
Doing so will create an explosion that shoots out about 5 feet around the mine that'll knock you and anybody else caught in the blast by about 10 or so feet back, stopping whatever movement you may have had going. Also, if another mine happens to be in the blast, it'll go off too, like a chain reaction.
Oh my god.
That's why you may want to spend a bit of your time using your keen senses to keep an eye out for where you might think they are. If you spot any, they'll be revealed for everybody. Once past the pillars up there ahead, you'll be safe from the mines, which means the further left everyone starts here on the field down south, the easier it'll be to clear the minefield.
Wait, why is that again? What? Say that again?
She says once you're past these pillars that are curved around this area, you'll be clear of the mine. So technically, the further left you start on the map, the easier it will be to navigate through the mines.
Because there's more explosion. Oh, I see.
Less ground to cover that's covered in mines, yeah.
Got it.
She says there's only a few restrictions. You cannot fly, naturally or magically. You can't also use any fancy ways of teleporting ahead. Walking, running, and jumping are just fine, though. Breaking those rules might mean I'd have to penalize you. Now, this is a team game, of course, meaning whatever you can do to stop your opponent from getting to the platform first and some competitive play is allowed. Pushing, grappling, magicking, whatever suits your fancy. Just remember, even if you get to the platform first, you still need all your teammates to get there too. Now, these magical mines aren't gonna kill you, but it'll surely make you pretty sorely tuckered out, so be careful setting any of them off. If for whatever reason you happen to fall unconscious during the game, I'll make sure to tend to you, but you'll have to start from the beginning at the next round. Now, before we start, everyone's gonna be on this line, she says, and underneath you, standing where you are at the bottom of this map, there is a green, what looks like line in the grass that you can see covering it. Y'all can start at any area down here that you'd like on this line. So go ahead and pick your spots, and then when we're all ready, we're gonna have a race to the platform.
So, 6 stands next to 5. No reason.
Oh no.
He stands there.
Oh no.
So, just to confirm, you can't fly or teleport, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
What are the teams again?
You're on a team with me, Tali, and Vice.
Everything shorter than a normal human is on Team Warcraft.
I was gonna say peace races are all together, but that's fine. You make it short. Short's good.
Is Musa still like 6'4"?
I am.
Yeah, Musa was tall and jacked from the...
Yeah, Armstrong from Full Metal.
Exactly.
Nice.
Is picking up a teammate and throwing them counting as flying?
It's a good question.
I don't suppose it would be out of the realm of possibility, no.
Aye.
But if we're just playing in between the lines, I would consider any type of levitation to be flying too.
Okay.
All right.
Are we gonna like roll initiative for
perception
this,
check?
or what's happening?
Does everybody pick their spots? She says. Yes, you are, Amanda.
Okay.
Anybody not pick their spots?
Yeah, 1 second.
I don't want to go all the way to the right-hand side. No, this is good. I'm good.
I'm having flashbacks to Borderlands 2. I used to play all sorts of games like Dodge the Flamethrower and Don't Fall into the Vat of Acid.
Those sound fun.
Okay.
All right. Everyone is in their spots. Candy looks on and says, "Okay. Why don't we get things started? The test for assertiveness begins now," she says, throwing her hand down. And I need everyone to please roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
First. Not me first.
Okay.
See, they call me Flash ironically because I have shitty initiative.
Advantage, advantage.
What's the rule if we tie for initiative?
Dex mod?
Dex.
Yeah, Dex mod.
+4. You got
Whoever has the
+6.
highest.
My dex is only +1, so.
Oh, I got +4. I got 18 Dex, so.
I think I'd be before Lodger then if it's Dex mod.
Dex, I think I'm a Dex character. No, I'm not.
Are you?
14.
I was about to say, don't you have a giant axe?
Yeah. It's a normal reaction. I'm a Dex character.
That's fair. For Kyle, that is a normal assumption. I think you'll have to reorder it, Jason.
Oh, here. 10.1 like this.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
it.
yeah. Let me do descendant one more time. That should work there.
Yeah.
There we go. Let me see if this makes sense here.
That sounds like some sort of arcane mind going on.
Yeah, that sounds good there. I like that. We'll roll with that. All right. Everyone has picked their places. I can speak. Looks like Vice. You are up first. A long field stretches ahead of you, lit by the twilight of the aurora above. You can see the large platform in the distance beyond the risen rock pillars that you need to climb up onto to claim victory with you and your team. Your turn. If you're going to go ahead and move, I would ask that you just move one step at a time.
All right. Vice will make eye contact with 6 and then start marching forward. 1. 2. 3. He's walking backwards at this point.
As you step there, Vice, you hear this sound.
It is.
As lifting up your foot, you hear the sound of 4 exploding magical mines.
Oh my goodness. Jiminy Christmas.
Let me see here.
That's how he died.
You take 16 points of non-lethal force damage. And I need you to please make me 3 Constitution saving throws.
Oh my god.
3 con throw. Okay. I gotta fix my HP, but yeah. That's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second one. And that's the third one.
Okay. Everyone watches as a burst of purplish pink energy shoots out with the ricochet sound of the magical mines detonating. The blast catching Vice in it as he takes this damage. Nothing happens though as you are able to fend off whatever the extra effects were with your Constitution saves as the mines finish going off. Whoops, let's not delete
you deleted him.
Let's
He's
not kill
dead,
him.
Jim.
Also, you're thrown.
Now.
Here, hang on. 1, 2 back, and then yeah, let me add you back to the turn order and just put you at the top at like 99. So you're thrown back 10 spaces, and that ends your movement for the turn.
Wait, don't we get to see where the mines are? Or do we have to remember?
They all exploded.
All of those blew up.
They all
already.
exploded. Okay, yeah. Okay.
When a mine blows up, it blows up 5 feet adjacent to it in all directions as well. So if there's another mine next to it, directly connected to it, that will blow up too.
6 is just laughing her ass off from him exploding.
Vice, you can't move any further because you hit a mine and got thrown back, but would you like to do anything else before your turn ends?
I don't think I have anything that's going to be helpful to do at this time. No, I'm good.
Okay. So just to reiterate, if you step on a mine, you get thrown back 10 feet and your movement for the turn is reduced to 0. So just keep that in mind.
Sounds good.
6, you are up next then.
Mines, you say?
Mines. Magical mines.
Mine?
6 is going to use her thwarting hat to cast Detect Magic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Smart play.
Can she see anything?
Let me see.
It's within
here.
30 feet, so she can only see within 30 feet.
Okay. I have to use this here.
Here, I can just put a
Yeah, you want to do
circle
like a
on
box
her.
around you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aura, right?
Yeah, you turn an aura.
Yeah.
Yeah, do
That's
an
right.
aura, actually. That's a good idea.
Because it's a concentration for 10 minutes. She's
30.
gonna need this.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Anything touching that aura will be revealed. Bam.
Bam, bam.
Oh my god.
Nice.
She's gonna start hauling ass. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh no.
6, 7. Oh, whoa.
Oh
7.
boy.
8. Okay, that's 40
Nice.
feet, so that's her whole movement. And then to cast that spell was our action, I'm guessing. So she is done.
All right. A.
Wait.
Yes.
Instead of moving 40 feet, she's gonna stop just short. And she is going to use Rabbit Hop
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
to jump 15 feet.
All right.
So 1, 2, and she's actually gonna go this way. 3.
You
Okay.
hop there and stop.
Okay. Now I can see the mines. Can everybody else see the mines?
They are revealed to everyone.
Okay.
Anything else, 6?
That's it for 6.
All right. Tali, you are up next. Team Houdini.
Let's see. Tali follows kind of the same path. All the mines around Vice were already blown up, right? That's why they're not showing up.
Correct. Yes.
So you said one step at a time, but how far can we go?
As much as you want. You could use your full speed, and then you could use your action to dash and move your full speed again if you'd like to. You could also make checks to see if you can spot mines.
30. Okay, 30 feet. 1, 2.
120 says it'd be a shame if someone threw fireballs at 6.
Right?
Oh no.
And then Wait, how did 6 get all the way there? With
She hopped.
She's fast bunny.
She's a bun.
fast bunny, yeah.
She's the size of an
2,
actual rabbit, just darting through the field.
3. Let's see. So it was just an action to do a dash.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And that's it. Okay. And doing detect magic is not the action.
Detect magic.
Or
would
is
be
that-
action.
That was her action.
Got it. Thank you.
She just ended her movement with a hop to get even further.
Got it. Sorry, it was like cutting out. Okay, perfect. And I'll be done.
Okay. Domo. Team Warcry.
Don't run into any mines, Domo.
I won't because I can bloody see them all too. Fucking dick.
Domo's gonna. So okay. Well, 6 is. Domo was gonna like look for mines, but Domo could kind of see them all because of 6. So Domo's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Hi, Tali.
Hello, Domo.
Domo is going to use the help action, and she's going to use her hobgoblin special ability for the help action. The Fey Gift of Passage. And 6, you have advantage on your next check, and on your next turn, your movement speed is increased by 10 feet.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a bonus action, so I guess I could dash. I might just do that. All right, excuse me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. That feels pretty good. And that's going to be it for Domo.
Okay. Domo is finished. It is Lodger with Team Houdini.
I think I want you to go, Musa. Lodger's gonna wait till the end of the turn.
Okay. Lodger puts himself last.
I like to watch.
And then that puts Moose up next.
All right. Well,
Of Team Houdini.
trying to decide what's more important.
6 and Domo have taken a strong lead, revealing many of the magical minds on the field.
I think it's a crapshoot, Musa. I think if you just run, you'll probably get to the end.
All right. Well, in that case, remember what you're on my team, Lodger.
No.
I thought that was good advice.
All right, so I'm going to cast Blink, and hopefully go to the ethereal plane, so I don't have to worry about stepping on them.
That's a pretty fucking good idea.
It's not teleporting and it's not flying. Damn it! But it doesn't happen. So.
Oh no! Well, it's still active on you.
Oh, that's my next end of the turn. Sorry. All right, cool.
It's gonna last this entire encounter unless concentration gets broken on you.
So I'm just going to.
Oh, it's not even concentration. Yeah, you just had. That is the best thing you could have cast. Actually, that's.
Oh yeah, no, that was. It was my one of 2 ideas. Yeah. So.
Detect magic. This is probably the best answer.
So I'm just going to. Why am I not? Oh wait, hold on.
Each of you watch as Musa's form turns ethereal and translucent, almost ghostly, as she begins to move.
Well, it's not yet because he rolled under 11, so he's still in the material. She's still in the material.
Oh, okay.
It's still going straight up. So.
Well, hang on. So Musa isn't blinking yet, then?
No, it only has like a 50% chance to happen every turn for a minute.
Okay.
And it didn't happen this turn.
Okay, so you're just running ahead in the physical world, then, Musa.
At this point.
So then, in that case, as you step right here.
Oh no!
Oh no!
A mine underneath your feet goes off, throwing you back 5, 10 feet, ending your movement. Also, really quickly, please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw. Okay.
Yes. As you take 5 points of non-lethal damage from the blast, force damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and just use this.
Okay, you got it.
For advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution saving. 23.
All right. You suffer no other negative effects other than the 5 points of force damage as you're thrown back. Anything else?
Nope, that was my movement and action.
All right.
Well, I can't move anymore, right?
Correct. Your movement for this turn goes down to 0.
Yeah, I used my action already, so.
Flash, you're up next. You are Team Warcry, and your team has taken a pretty strong lead already.
Domo looks around to 6 and is like,
Yeah, we're way far ahead, ain't we, Flash? Flash? Where?
He's gonna jump up and wave.
Oh.
I'm going to move to here.
that's probably a good idea. I like this idea of us converging behind the bunny rabbit.
Yeah, go ahead and move there. You feel pretty safe since
Super
most
tiny little bunny rabbit.
everyone has moved there.
Okay. I'm using a dash action for my action.
Sure.
Please do. I need to hook you up with that gifted passage next turn.
And that's it.
All right. Flash begins to haul butt on foot, catching up to Six and Domo, or trying to. Lodger / Harper, you are
Oh, my turn.
last but not least.
Oh,
Hey, Warcry!
how fast am I? 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Team Houdini, by the way.
And dash 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, hang on. You're moving straight forward?
6.
Hang on.
Oh, bullshit.
Right here.
Goddamn.
Oh no!
Because she did move left. I was thinking, damn it. I thought it was clear just on the outside of her
You
bubble.
trigger these two and are thrown back 10 feet. I need you to please make 2 Constitution saving throws. And you suffer 13 points of non-lethal force damage.
I'm gonna do this one. Gonna take advantage on my d20 and then do the d20 for. Hey, I wasn't done reading it.
Oh, sorry.
Then immediately. And then.
You want the
we'll
second
see
one, right?
about the second one.
Yeah.
Con +5. Oh, wait, no. I guess I just have to do the other. So I'll take the first 2, the advantage, and then this is to find out if I get the extra health. Yay! That doesn't count. That's just a gamekeeping device. I get 8 back. How much did I take?
13.
13. Yeah.
So 5. All right. Con save coming up. 2 con saves.
Everyone hears the sound of the erupting arcane blast as Harper is thrown back.
Oh, bullshit. I'm good at this.
The blast of this arcane energy ruptures through your body, Lodger. You stave off one of the effects, but the other one unfortunately triggers on you. You take 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh God.
Anything else, Harper / Lodger?
I had already got my 10 back, right?
Yes, you already got thrown 10 back. Yep.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep track of where I've been. All right. Yeah, that's it. This place, it's all right.
All right. Moving on, we go back to Vice on Team Houdini.
All right, let's do better this time.
Warcry is up above you with some ground on you.
All right, we're gonna do monk things. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using the arrows so I don't.
Sure.
5, 30, 35. Carefully steps past the rabbit.
She's tiny. She's not in the way.
Opportunity attack.
Oh, shit, that's the thing. Well, he hasn't moved away
If
from
he
you
moves
yet.
out of range, you can.
Yeah, he hasn't moved away from you yet. Now he has.
Oh my.
Now you
Oh my
can.
God. Oh my God! She's out for blood. She's out for blood.
Can I try to trip him with an opportunity attack? Or push him?
The occult shots would be a harder roll.
Let me see here. Hang on.
I believe that is in the player's handbook.
I think you can push, and it works like grapple, but it's an action to do so.
Well, let's just have a look under combat. In the push, shoving a creature. Using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you.
Not as a reaction.
So not as a reaction.
Not as a reaction. You would have had to prepare it in advance, which would have taken your dash action ahead of time.
Oh well, I still try to kick him as he walks by.
Just kick him in the butt.
In less HP.
Yeah, kick him in the
24. 24.
17. You hit.
Kick him in the butt. Yeah.
4 bludgeoning.
Let's go.
Thrown forward a little bit, Vice, as you feel a very tiny but powerful rabbit foot hit you in the back.
It's just a tiny little foot right in the butt.
I know that foot.
Sorry. She's really into this.
It's a thing. It's okay.
All right.
That's 45. By dash. Hazard a dash.
Go.
We can, well, yeah, I might as well. I'll dash action.
Sure.
Domo's also gonna try to kick him.
Okay.
I mean,
But she wants to hide it to make it look like an accident. Can I make a deception
All
or
right.
a performance check or something?
Sure,
to see
sure.
If anybody buys it.
Yeah, we'll have you wait
Domo
there, Vice.
legitimately feels bad about doing this, but she's gonna do it anyway. Well, nobody buys it.
It's not
she
very
does a thing
hidden.
where she's like looking away and as she sticks her foot out. Oh no!
It's like sidesteps it and watches.
Oh, this is just gonna be a naked D20 roll.
ooh.
16?
17 AC.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh no.
Sorry, my feet just got a little tangled up there.
It's not what it looked like.
You feel the rush of air as you feel someone kicking behind you, Vice, but you keep moving.
Gonna stay put right there.
All right.
Probably a good idea.
Very good. That makes us move on to 6.
Your speed is increased by 10 feet this turn.
So if I dash, does that mean I double 50 feet?
It sure does.
Oh, hell yeah.
Team Warcry is built for this.
Well,
All right.
unfortunately, as soon as she moves out of radius of all of these mines, they're going to disappear again. Nobody screenshot. Nobody fucking cheat. we gotta remember where everything
No screen
is.
lookers.
No screen lookers.
All right. Hang on.
Take one for the team, 6.
30.
Take one for the team.
35. She is going as a bonus action to use rabbit hop to jump 15 feet again.
So hang on just a second.
Oh my god. Oh, you deleted a bunch of people from the turn
Here,
order
no,
and
I-
existence.
I got you. I got you guys.
I disappeared.
Man, I wish I memorized Fireball.
Trigger all the mines on the entire field. Jesus. Now I walk through.
You can hop over these with your hop. 6. I would ask you to please give me a dexterity saving throw as you do, just to make sure you don't land on this long strip in front of you.
Jump 15 feet. It's a skill to jump 15 feet.
Okay, I'll let you do it then.
Yeah. Okay, 5, 10, 15. And then she still has movement left. So 40,
45.
Hang on a second. I have to. There's no easy way to update this live, so here we go.
Yeah. Jesus.
Wow, you can rabbit hop proficiency times per long rest. That's crazy.
Super awesome.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Okay, you can keep going.
50. I think I'm at 50. 55. 60. 65. 70.
Oh my fucking god. She's so fast.
Do you want to update more? There you go.
Oh my god. This is awful because there's no way we're gonna be able to remember all this. She's just fucking gone.
If she was another character, she might wait for her teammates.
Oh no, but this
But
is...
I'm afraid she's not. I think I'm at 80. 85, 90, 95, 100.
Oh my god.
I just cast slow. I was gonna cast it last turn, but the hell.
Oh man.
Well, she's gone. We're on our own, everyone.
You just see a little white bunny just disappearing in the distance.
You move quite a range ahead, seeing that you are nearing the pillars to pass through to safety up ahead.
Just completely like sweaty raw dogging this entire challenge.
So sorry Twitch people. I was trying to update, and so she's pretty close up here. I don't want to zoom out too far because you guys won't even be able to see the tokens at that point. But she's
we're all like
close,
like having fun and goofing off and like throwing water balloons at each other. And she's like elbowing people to get the fuck out of the way. Like
on your left.
With that, it is Tally's turn. You're up, Tali.
Now, Tali, there's one over to my left.
Are you sure?
No.
So Tali looks over, just completely surprised at what this bunny is doing, but turns back and says, the only thing I remember is that between me and Vice there's nothing, and then in front of Vice there's one space before that line. I know there's 3 on the right side of that line going across, but that's it.
You can always try to make checks to reveal them permanently around you.
Is that an action to do
checks,
that?
like the detect magic, or
it'd be like the search action, but I'm gonna allow you to make a check that would make sense. So there's a number you could do. I'll take investigation, perception. I'd actually now, because of 6, I'll take a history check, arcana check.
Gotcha.
And I think the last one I'll take is survival. So any of those will work.
Okay.
And skill
Also,
checks are free,
could you
right?
remind me, Doma, what that helping thing was? It adds what to?
That's something I do because I'm a warlord.
Oh, I thought you added it to me. Sorry. Oops.
No, you're not on my team.
2. That's true. But I thought we were trying to get out here alive, but I guess not.
We are. And listen, just between you and I don't think 6 is gonna play along with that. But me and Flash are game, so just keep that in mind.
1, 2, 3. And then I want to do a perception check.
Sure.
No weird stuff.
The higher your check, the more you'll reveal.
Wow.
But
That's
in the
what
meantime,
+6.
I need a D25 and a
This is
D3,
Jason.
please.
I mean, what are you? What is happening?
I didn't mean for this. This was.
What do you mean you didn't mean for this? You made this happen.
Yeah, but I did a whole bunch of test rolls before this campaign. I was okay, we're gonna have 2 or 3,
Once
maybe.
in a while.
Yeah,
You know who
1 or
you're
2
playing with,
big
Jason.
ones a session.
You
And
know who
now
you're playing with.
Roll 20 was
And
like.
now I'm just a chimera with different arms, and people can rise.
Dog fingers.
Yeah, give me that D25 and D3 tally as you peer around and do not see any around you, unfortunately.
That's what you rolled last time, isn't it?
That's correct, but this time it's on a higher table.
That's also what I rolled. What
Ooh, with a higher
and your
table.
pressure goes up to 7.
Ooh.
All right, let me see here.
No.
Ooh.
Actually, it's gonna be that's table 2. Domo, you and Vice.
What?
Both take.
What?
7 points of necrotic damage as your essence is sucked from you, and Tali, you regain 14 hit points.
You fucking banshee! Why she just sucked the life force out of us like some kind of goddamn succubus?
How do I regain hit points when it's like?
Did they become temporary hit points?
No.
Yeah.
If you're at max, you don't gain anymore. That was straight hit points.
Got it.
But so that is the triggering effect. Is it sucks anything nearby you?
I'm so sorry.
She just gets a mouthful of our blood and spits it into the soil.
It's like a dark ray that seeps out of them and runs to you as you feel more, I don't know, healthy. Although you're at your max.
Tali's getting more furious and just spits it all out. Just, goddamn bunny. And for their action, I think I only moved and did a check, right? Yeah. For their action, does detect magic. Where is it? Wait, did I not roll? No. Why is it?
Detect magic just activates.
Yeah, detect magic, you don't have to roll for that.
Oh, it's not showing me on roll 20 if it...
Oh,
there it is. I have to scroll down. Okay.
30 feet of you.
Got it.
And as I was saying before, just out of simplicity, if you know where they are, everyone does.
Got it.
You are able to sense these here, and actually this one here.
Oh my goodness.
She turns back to Musa and Lodger and says, catch up to Flash and get over here. And that ends my turn.
Should it be safe if we just go straight on from here up into the line? I watched it. We're pretty safe.
Sounds good.
I kind of do want to see them just like brute force this. Like,
there's no brute force. I literally watched the whole way up.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, there's
that's
two
awesome.
mines ahead of me. I know which one's there, and I know where they are.
Oh, sick.
Tell me where they are.
I will.
Domo, you're up next.
Okay, I'm gonna move back here, and because I need to be within 30 feet of Flash, and I yell,
"Catch up, slowpoke!"
And I'm gonna use another, my second of 3 Fey gifts, and use passage on him. So your next check has advantage, and your speed is increased by 10 on your next turn, Flash.
Oh, nice.
And unfortunately did take 10 feet of my movement. So, let's see, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'll just squeeze in here if you don't mind.
Sure.
As you start to move up, I'll let you. You might want to hold back right next to Vice. I got something planned, man.
I wasn't gonna move from here if I'm being completely honest.
Because Domo remembers this giant line of death directly in front of her. There's a giant death line directly in front of her. So she's actually going to take the. So what's the saving throw when the mines explode?
Constitution throw.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Well, that... I was going to take the dodge action, but dodge doesn't help with that. What else can I do as an action? Disengage, dodge. I'm not going to try to grapple Vice.
Look at that mini print. Cute.
What is that?
I was like, why is there a knock on my door in the middle of the night? And this was it.
Cute. You can get cool stuff like that over at the Patreon. Go join now. Maz, Paige gave you a +1 to any of your rolls.
Thank you, Paige. I love you.
I'll just do a dodge anyway in case anybody tries to get wise and grapple me. Or
Okay.
attack me or something.
Probably not a bad idea.
You don't say.
Musa, you are up next. Seems like the other teams have been pushing ahead, but you're not out just yet. Team Houdini.
How far forward can I go in front of you, Lodger?
Just keep running until you get up to where Domo is.
25.
Just keep running till you hear a loud pop.
And as soon as she steps on the next one, I'm 80% sure the rest of the way is clear.
Oh, goodness.
It's the next step that I'm worried about.
Well, let's see if I can... I move my 30 feet, that's my movement, and then I am going to cast... Where is it? Melf's Minute Meteors.
It's minute, but that's fine.
Minute, yeah, that.
It's minute because they're fast.
Melf's Minute Meteors. So I have displayed here.
I like that.
6 tiny meteors floating around me. I can send them off up to 120 feet.
Interesting.
So let me just...
What you gonna do with those, buddy?
Make sure...
Yeah, what are you gonna do with those, buddy?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, right.
no.
It's right within range.
Oh no.
I kind of like this. This is kind of funny.
I send a meteor right into the ground at 6's feet. It has a 5-foot radius from that point and explodes. Creatures can make a dexterity saving throw, but it does 2d6 damage in that 5-foot area.
Okay. They can make a dexterity throw to dodge some of the damage.
For her to dodge the damage, yeah.
Okay, so
she'll
go
get
ahead and
half.
do that, 6, as you hear a whistling sound as you turn and see a tiny meteor headed your way. Just as it's about to connect to you, though, it immediately shoots down towards the ground as you realize exactly what's happening, and it explodes.
I have advantage on dexterity saves against things that I can see.
Yeah, right.
Danger sense.
I wasn't trying to do damage to you necessarily.
He's just trying to pop the mines next to you.
So is that half damage then?
Yes, half damage.
Okay, so
on
go ahead and roll the
successful
damage.
The damage was on the
11
first
fire.
one.
Okay.
10. No, it was. I hit
10.
I hit it
Oh, I
twice
see.
by accident.
So
it's 10,
5
so
points
5.
of fire damage, 6, that you quickly brush off, but then realize that they have also set off the 2 mines next to you.
Hoping they send her backwards.
So you're thrown 1, 2, but 1 more since that one was right over here for 1, 2 back.
Isn't it a con save to avoid the knockback, or no? Is it damage?
Con save
else.
is for
I don't know what it does.
levels of exhaustion. I need you to make 2 con saves. 6.
25 and 21.
All right,
Whoa,
you save on
jeez.
both.
Jeez.
You do take an additional, not that much, an additional 7 points of force damage from the blast of the mines.
I have a question.
Sure.
Now, the spell says I can expend a bonus action to throw up to 2 meteors.
On each of your turns thereafter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So after this one.
Okay.
You each watch as a fling of Moose's meteors throw a tiny little baby rabbit 6 back through the air with a arcane blast to the mind.
Why would you do this to just a little baby rabbit?
Oh yeah, you're so baby.
Anything else,
I'm
Moose?
just a little guy.
Don't forget to show us that mine.
Oh, is it yeah, that's a good question, 128th. With that hat that Amanda has on, I think, is that concentration to continue detecting magic?
It sure is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, 120.
Yeah.
Too more concentration.
Thank
Do I have to do like does it end automatically or?
No.
No, you have to make 2 concentration.
Concentrations, which is Constitution saves again.
Technically,
yeah, it'll be DC 10 for each.
6 and then 1, wouldn't it?
you took
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, Jesus.
You took 3 points of damage from sources. So 1 from the
that's true.
minute meters and 2 from the mine. So 3 saves, please. And saves don't trigger the weird. So the first one's a success. Second one's a success.
Good.
Yeah, I
Third
think
one's a
she's good.
success.
I think she's got
Yeah,
it.
that still remains up.
Nice.
Good looking out, 128.
Is it a base? Is the minimum a 10, or is it? How's it count?
It's a minimum
it's
of 10 unless the damage
half
goes higher
damage
than
or
that.
10.
Yeah.
Whatever's, yeah.
So it wasn't all that much damage to go beyond a 10. So you see a little bit more actually behind you, 6, as you're thrown back a little bit. Anything else, Musa?
I would have used my bonus action. Yeah, I'm done.
All right, Flash.
Your speed's increased by 10 feet this turn.
All right, I moonlighted calling gridball games for a while and taking the field right now, everybody, for the independent Colton Comet Steeds, Mr. Manning Payton. I have the plan backed up. Everyone, sports,
What is he talking? What the fuck is he talking about? What is happening?
I take a deep breath and I cast Fireball.
Oh shit.
What?
Let's see.
Kevin, you have a +1 to any of your rolls from Paige.
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
this is an interesting turn of events, I will admit.
I don't know.
It's been nice knowing you.
Will you draw me the box to show me how much are set off?
Oh my god, dude.
Amazing.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Oh,
Let's see.
could you not though? Could you? I'm about to take a lot of damage.
That's why I thought you were far enough away. If I'm correct,
Next to it.
the line.
No, dude, you should have told me to stay like to the right of Vice, not in front of him.
I said stay back 5 when you were stepping forward. Stay next to him. If you're that close,
I am next to him, which is what you asked.
I'm in there.
Well, you should have been a little more specific then, I think.
From now on, when we say, I got a plan, we have to have another sentence that follows
If
that.
there is one rule I must make mandatory for all of my D&D games, it is that. It is when you have a plan, it must be explained to the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'll take my licks.
That's like 40 of them though.
No, I'll only take 3 sources of damage. It's fine.
But yeah, it's a 20-foot sphere.
Will you just draw me a box?
Yeah. You know, when
You can draw a circle too.
Or
In
draw a
Foundry,
circle would
Somebody
be
put
better.
it down and
Yeah.
we'll put a sphere on it.
yeah, in Foundry they have templates for this sort of thing that
Interesting.
you can easily drag and drop at the press of a button. Hope Roll20 is taking notes.
It's very hard to see on this map.
Here, hang on.
Get a token, we can put an aura on it. And then just get rid of the token after the fact.
Yeah,
I
good
was gonna
idea.
say, don't you have a token for Fireball? I thought you did.
Yeah, I probably do in the huge list of shit that I have. that I could dig through and take 9 hours.
All right,
to
well,
do.
that giant line's gone now. Nobody's got to worry about that. That's something.
Why can't I
And
delete
the two
this
other
now?
ones that I had to worry about, I got a straight shot now.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do one of these. Actually, let's not copy that because I'll get confused. Let's copy Flash himself. Put him here. And an aura of 20 feet coming up. And let's make sure that is a circle. And put where you want to do your blast at.
With your flash token.
With your flash token up above.
Flash token.
We'll say from there.
All right. Loosing from his fingertips, Flash lets loose a massive fireball that erupts forward, passing to the left of most of the teams and crashing behind 6. Creating a cacophony of blasts.
I see the boop, 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 and I just look back at Vice.
I just want to let you know before this happens that I always thought you were.
Vice will try and catch you.
I mean, I mean, is he an obstruction? I think it just blasts the shit out of me. I don't know if it knocks me back.
I hope so. It works out. I mean,
Was I
yes.
supposed to roll again for blink?
Yes.
The entire line in front of you, Domo, just lights up. Doing that thing is it just like one chain reaction to another just blows the field up. You are going to take 15 points of force damage, non-lethal, and I need you to make 3 Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh,
so you're caught in the blast of 3 of them.
Goody. All right. Well, there's a 15.
Passes.
And we'll go ahead and do our con saves. Let me see. Before I roll on this, let me see if there's anything I can do.
Sure.
For inspiration. I mean, there's no point in spending an inspiration on like one of these because then there's just 2 more to make. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
They do result in exhaustion.
There it is.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, I would have done it on like the first one, and it wouldn't have mattered. So.
And you suffer 1 point of exhaustion as the triple blast near you erupts, catching you in it.
What's 1.2? I forget.
1 point. Disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice. That's not too bad.
You feel yourself being thrown back, Domo, but you just sort of like knock yourself into Vice, so you don't get thrown back. More than
I come here often, big boy. Let's just lay down here for a moment.
Let's pick up with. Oh yeah, Flash, you're moving up there. Okay.
Your speed is increased by 10 this turn.
That was 40 total, and as a bonus action, I cast 1 healing word, or healing word on Domo.
Is that a leveled spell?
Yeah, remember, you can't do leveled spell unless it's a cantrip.
You can for healing word. It's a bonus action.
It's a leveled spell, though.
You can't do 2 level spells.
You can't spend 2 spell slots in the same turn.
Mm-hmm.
This is the basic of that rule.
Mm-hmm. There's always next turn.
Yeah.
But point being, your speed's increased by 10.
That is my full movement. It was 25 to there, so 15, 40.
All right, Flash is able to nearly catch up with you, Domo.
Happy to take one for the team.
We'll finish off this round with Lodger, and then we'll call it for the night because I don't want it to go too long. We'll pick up with the second half of this race next session. But to finish things off, Lodger, you are up. What would you like to do?
I move that straight line. I get to the middle of that line, I stand and pant, and then stand up and run again. I'd use my dash action.
Okay, so go ahead and
you can move 60 feet in a turn?
30 then dash.
Oh, I see. I was like, I thought you moved 60 and then dashed. I was like, what the fuck?
What? He's not calm.
Oh, fuck.
128.
He's not a monk.
Everyone has either 1 or 2 inspiration cards, so you're welcome to give them more. But yeah,
I'm a fighter, aren't I?
that's where we'll end things. So you run up there, Lodger, using your dash action, finding yourself a little closer to 6, who's thrown back a little bit from Musa, who has some.
You can have my inspiration card.
We all have one.
That's all right.
Yeah, we all
I
have
actually am gonna use my action surge, so he's gonna bend even lower this time, and then stand up and run 30 more feet.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
This is actually shaping up like it's gonna be pretty close.
You are closing into 6, Harper. You see her right up ahead.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
You blew up the only mines that were in my way. It's a straight shot.
You know, I'm starting to rethink this partnership, Flash. Thus far, it's only hurt me. But I trust that it's gonna turn around in the next 2 events. I believe in you.
He waves to you. You're doing good, buddy.
So, as the round comes to an end, because we're past 12, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Next session, we'll pick up and we'll finish off this race. It seems as a mixture of both Team Houdini and Team Warcry are closing in on getting to the safety point and finding themselves able to clamber up on top of the rock platform at the top. As far as everyone else down towards the bottom goes, it looks like it is still a rat race. It could still technically be anyone's games, as the spells and all kinds of different abilities. There's quite a few players amongst themselves and all kinds of ways to try and stop each other from moving forward is on the table if you would like to choose that. So keep that all in mind, and we will pick up next session seeing if Team Warcry of Domo, Flash, and 6 will pick themselves up another badge, or if Team Houdini can get their second one and tie things up. So thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you 128. Thank you, Paige, for hanging out as well, and anyone else in the chat. I really appreciate it. It was very fun. Yes. I'm excited to see how the players go through this next one. I forgot about magical detection items. Whoops.
I don't know. I think it made it more fun.
That made it very
awesome.
Interesting, though. Yeah. So that was exciting. I'm excited to see, because, like I said, the entire team has to be on the platform to win. So even though the 2 up ahead may get up there and clamber on first, there's still the others. So that'll be interesting to see. So yes, thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Mose, I'm going to get with her and send her this cute little dice bag. So thank you for having that and being on it so quickly. Really quickly before I end, if you haven't already, make sure and go follow the Twitter, because you can stay up to date in terms of the schedule on when I do streams, because we do more than just our D&D on Fridays. Like tomorrow, I'm going to be coming around at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, doing some Scream stream, where I'm going to be playing some spooky stuff. It's going to be spookware. It's like WarioWare with micro games, but it's like goofy and Halloween themed, and it's a lot of fun. And I do voices on there with the voice mods. So that's a good time. If you want to catch up on any previous episodes of PERPLEXELLEL, as well as any of our other campaigns that we've done, all of which take place in our homebrew universe, make sure and go check out the YouTube. You can go catch all of them there. I'm slapping all these links in the chat. If you want episodes early, for example, I usually release the episodes that we do tonight to the public next Tuesday, but if you are a Patreon member, you can get them as early as tomorrow, because I get them ready for people who are supporting the channel a little bit early. You also get all kinds of cool physical and digital swag. That's what Mose had, is a mini print of the little title card of the campaign here. And there's other cool rewards, like an entire 18-inch adventure map of the back of Lumpton that you can have an adventure on for your D&D party. Yeah, look at that mini print. There you go. You can get cool stuff like that, the big-ass map, and and some stickers for each of the characters as chibi versions. So make sure and go check all the cool stuff over the Patreon out. It really helps out. I put all the money back into the stream to make sure the production values are as cool as possible. So go check it out and support it if you want. I have an Instagram, and if you want to grab some merch that's like not related to like a Patreon type of subscription thing, make sure and go check out the godmode.shop. There's some new tees and stuff like that up there that I put. So go check out all the cool stuff. It's got like face skaters, stickers, leggings, tees, all kinds of cool stuff. So go check that out. Thank you all so much. We're going to return next Friday, same time, same place. But if you want, come hang out with me throughout the week. I do Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and right now, Saturdays. And we'll be coming back tomorrow for a Scream stream, and then Monday for some Project Zomboid. But in the meantime, have a great evening, everybody. Make sure, all of you out there, to protect yourselves. Make sure and hydrate. Stretch your legs every once in a while. I try not to get COVID, even though the entire world is getting blanketed in it. But just stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And I want to see you all next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Are becoming acclimated to this very kind of thing, and I began to look through the instruction manual, and I see here how to cast magical spells and mage spells and cleric spells, and you go to the pages that it's listed on, in this instance page 41, and they have complete descriptions of how to cast spells and how to contact powerful spirits and how to use these spirits and these powers to overcome, obviously, evil or good, because there's both white and black magic in these books. We picked up another one to see if that was just coincidence, and it's dungeon magic here. And we look through again, and we see in here casting magic spells, page 22, with a complete description. And it says here, each wizard has mastered a certain type of magic. When you meet a wizard, he will give you 4 basic elements of his mystical studies. So we have a wizard now teaching the children of his magical studies. And then here it says, it is important to remember that the source of all magic is the life force of the user. This is the teaching of the occult.